Hi.
Hello.
I'm Jacob.
And I'm Brad.
And this is Grindr Tales. Welcome, everybody, to your next chapter. And yeah, as you can hear, I've got somebody else here with me. He's in there with you. The call is coming from inside the house.
Yeah, I'm right here. I'm here with you doing this. Are you nervous? Do you feel weird?
If I don't know. I don't know.
I'm a little nervous.
Well, of course you are. You've never done this before. Don't worry, baby.
You got me.
I've got you. I'll take real good care of you.
If I'm a good co-host, will you tell me I'm a good boy?
Absolutely. Do you have a praise kink?
Yeah.
So
thank you for letting them know.
So anyway, welcome, Brad, to Grindr Tales. It's so wonderful to have you here. We've been talking about this forever.
Yeah.
There was like a hot minute where I was like, oh my God, like what if he becomes my regular co-host? And just like relationships, you can't find a regular anything around here, and that's okay. And that is a-okay. Mm-hmm. I'll be fine with co-host with benefits, you know?
Thank you. I'll take that. I would love to come on every once in a while.
Absolutely, just for funsies.
Yeah,
but
it's nice.
You're not going to commit to this whole thing.
No, it's way too much for me. I can't take on another anything in my life.
I totally understand. So, big question that I always ask any new guest, or, you know, the first thing that me and my co-host ever asked each other. Mm-hmm. What was your first Grindr experience?
It was horrible.
Yeah?
Yes, it was horrible. It shook me to my core.
Oh.
I was like, I'm glad that it happened, mm-hmm. and it took place, and it fixed a lot of things.
Okay.
But it definitely was like someone popping my shoulder back in, not just ripping a Band-Aid off.
So set the scene. Set the scene for us.
The scene is late 2021. Nope.
What?
Like April 2021. Mm-hmm.
So it's currently September of 2023. So that is only just 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Audience.
Don't you call me anything.
I'm not. What would I call you?
A baby gay.
No, we're not going to use the term baby gay because
that's such a derogatory.
You grew up so fast.
You
grew up
okay,
so
all
fast.
Right now.
So, audience, once again, you can't see Brad, but I can definitely tell you he does look like a grown man. Like, he does look like a grown-ass man.
I am a grown-ass man.
You had to think about that.
Yeah, I did have to think about that.
You had to think about that. It's not a derogatory thing. Mm-hmm. It's not derogatory. You do look like somebody that pays taxes.
Yeah.
You pay taxes and you have bills.
Correct.
And a full-time job.
I think I'm still the first in line to get my best friend's children if and when she dies. Like, if she dies.
Wow.
Not when she dies. I don't have life insurance policy out on her, but I feel like that's a big adult responsibility. So whatever you think that is, audience, that person that takes someone's children if they die, that's what I look like.
That's because that like has a look. Mm-hmm. That's like very much an aesthetic.
Spot on. That's what you're saying. You're like, I've never thought about it, but that's exactly right.
You're like a heartwarming you're like the lead character in a heartwarming, inspiring like movie from like 2005. Where like a bunch of kids die and they get adopted by their moms, or a bunch of kids get adopted by their deceased mother's gay best friend.
Yeah, I'll take that. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so anyway, it's 2021. Now, before we go further in the story, what was your understanding of Grindr by that point? Did you know? I mean, how much did you know about it?
I knew the general gist of it.
Okay.
I knew what it was for. I mean, I'd never been on it, but I have plenty of gay friends, and I'm open-minded. All my friends are open-minded, so nothing was like necessarily like, I know it was a gay hookup app.
Yeah. And
I've heard friends talk about how toxic it could be.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Would you agree? I mean, now that you're on the other side, I mean, do you see it?
Yes and no.
Okay.
Yes and no. But my first experience did lean towards a toxic situation.
Okay. So you get on the app.
Correct. And I am enamored with all of this. Let me preface this by saying I had never been on any kind of dating app before this.
Mm-hmm.
I had never sent any kind of nudes.
Okay.
And I had never really sexted with anybody.
Okay. Did you have nudes?
I had a few, yes. I was really...
Were you proud of them?
Not looking back on it.
Okay. Okay, so at the time, mm-hmm. you were like, perfect. Yes.
Like, I was like, this is the best at the bottom of the barrel. Even then.
Stop.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So I meet this guy on Grindr. I love the attention.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Immediately, I was like, here we go. I was like at the top of the water slide, right?
Yeah.
The one that goes straight down.
Correct.
And I was like, here we go. So people started messaging me. I started messaging. And by people, I mean men.
Yes.
Right?
Men aren't people. They're pigs.
Yeah. They're awful. Toxic.
Absolutely.
So I meet this guy. I was like, this sounds good. He seems decent. He seems normal. I've always said I'm glad that I waited later. I'm in my 30s.
Yes.
So I'm glad I waited later. I kind of had a better sense of myself.
Yes.
But I still fell for some traps, just out of pure being naive about the whole thing.
Of course. And once again, that's all dating apps, but like specifically being new to like
that's dating.
This, I was gonna say,
that's just. I mean, I feel like that's just dating. There's so much you have to wade through.
True.
So I meet this guy at his hotel. He seems great, super normal.
Like in chatting, like
yes.
via chatting. Okay.
I meet him at his hotel. Seems great, super normal. Feel awesome about it.
Mm-hmm.
We hook up the next night, and then it just crumbles. Whatever persona he had just crumbles, and it's just very clear that he like had a whole other relationship. It was one of those like, I'm just here cheating on my wife on a work conference thing. And very cold, very distant, very get out of my room
mm-hmm.
type situation. So, of course, my very first time was like devastatingly cruel, sort of, in the whole thing. I was not ready for that sort of like drop the mask, like cold, get out of here, which all this sort of things that I've learned make me laugh now. But then it was like, what did I do? I waited so long. I've kept this a secret. Oh my gosh. Full mental breakdown.
So that was your first like gay hookup.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
Like full mental breakdown. Cried, like woke up crying, went to my best friend's porch at 5:30 in the morning, cried. She came out. But that was my first hookup. And then I kind of dealt with that for probably a week.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of that weird sort of semi-heartbreak, weird moment.
Because it's vulnerable, right?
It is very vulnerable.
Yeah,
when someone like finally like has relations with you, and when someone finally sticks their dick in your ass,
right,
or vice versa, or there's
were you flip fucking?
Not at the time.
So were you
no
bottoming?
Comment.
Oh my God.
I bottomed.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well then that's very vulnerable too. I mean, that's emotional. I mean, really and truly. But do you find like now, after all this time, do you enjoy being objectified a little bit?
I enjoy being in control of my own body.
I feel like that's your villain origin story, and we can get into that. We can get into that a little bit down the line.
Yeah,
we can get into that a little
all right,
bit
we
down
can
the
unpack
line.
that.
We
That's
can
fine.
unpack that. I was gonna say we can get into that a little bit down the line because Brad learned. Brad learned.
It was like a 90s country song, to be perfectly honest.
Oh my
there's
God.
a story there, and there's a life lesson that came out of it.
It's very Martina McBride
mm-hmm.
because just trauma
Yeah.
just trauma.
Yeah.
And like all of a sudden at the end of it,
Redemption.
And also like the trailer's burning down and somebody is dying.
Complete, like exactly what we're talking about. I was watching a TikTok and I was watching it. It was about a certain mutant.
Okay.
And I said, oh my gosh, I wish everyone, like I knew back then by my favorite mutant. Like I knew.
Who is it?
Jean Grey.
Okay.
Like all of it, I was always about Jean Grey.
Okay.
And like the whole Phoenix saga, rising up from the ashes.
Of course. But
yeah.
but okay, who do you think mine is?
Storm.
I love Storm. Like any gay man that says they don't like Storm is a fucking liar, a homophobe, and should be put to death.
Yeah.
But no, my favorite is actually Mystique.
Oh.
I am that faggot. Yeah. I am.
Okay.
Because she's transformative. I mean, she can literally like be anyone. Like,
and I think in the comics she's like a lesbian. Well, she's bisexual.
Because she could be. Because she should be.
She's also like non-binary.
They're
Mystique. They're
Mystique. They are non-binary. They are pansexual.
Absolutely.
They are definitely pansexual. And it's just like the dinosaurs in Jurassic Park. They can change their sex at will.
Like a seahorse?
Like kind of, yeah. Like just that's kind of sexual, like dimorphism, like baby. Like
so Mystique,
absolutely. Anyone could be anyone at will.
Let me ask you this: what like regular X-Men would you like really roll your eyes at if somebody was like, "That's my favorite"?
Jubilee.
Yeah, I have to agree. Now that you say it, I have to agree.
Jubilee, because like she's fun, she's cute, but like also like
we get it, girl.
Right? Or like honestly, like anytime a man's like Wolverine, I'm like, okay, cool, great.
He's got hairy forearms,
right? Like if a straight man says Wolverine, I'm like, you're a little bi. Like you like a little finger in the booty.
That's a great
Because like
if a straight man says Cyclops, that is in the closet to me.
In the closet, and they like twinks. They only like femboys. Like they're definitely like the torso pics. They're like looking for CD, twink, or femme only.
Correct.
For sure.
Ultra hardcore top.
Absolutely. Now power bottoms like Colossus. They want to get fucked by that big Russian metal dick.
Absolutely.
They want to get railed.
100%.
Giant metal muscle daddy.
Yeah, absolutely. And anyone in that strongman category is something for like a power bottom.
100%. But who wants to fuck Professor X? Okay. James McAvoy. Absolutely.
Yeah.
100%.
I'll take that, yeah.
Michael Fassbender. 100%.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, any day. But also, I feel like Beast, for people who are furry adjacent, are like monster fuckers. Because like he's built. I mean, he's like built like a brick house. He just happens to be blue, and hairy, and look like some kind of like Bigfoot. You know,
correct? Yeah,
but you know, Bigfoot is the most fuckable cryptid, other than Mothman.
The fact that you like have a ranking of
oh wait, hold on. We gotta go back again to the Kentucky episode, because the Poplick monster of the Poplick Bridge in Poplick, Kentucky, right outside of Louisville.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a goat man.
Okay.
He's a goat man that kills people or lures them onto the top of the bridge, and then like either like stabs them to death, or like pushes them off the bridge and like kills them instantly.
And I feel like, and to bring it full circle, we probably
thank you for doing that. Thank you for doing that.
We probably can name a few people who would, like, if they were enticed by the goat man, would be like, "Are you looking?"
Oh, look,
like so desperate.
Like if
they would be at brunch and I'd be like, "Yeah, I fucked this guy underneath this bridge."
Right.
He was half goat.
He was half goat, half man.
Yeah, half man.
And I let him plunge his mine cart deep into my mind.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think honestly, like, some of these gays out here are so shallow. Like, as long as he has like a model body,
Mm-hmm.
as long as, like, I mean, it could be a goat, like a scary looking goat's head, but if it's on like a hot, like, you know, like a hot model body, they're gonna go for it. They're gonna be like, this is weird, but like, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, they would
You
say,
like fisting?
Yeah, they would be like, hey, I just was on my knees and he was just behind me and I didn't even look at it. Or if he was on top, I just like put his head down, like away from mine. And that's it. That's all you had to do. Because you just don't look at it.
You don't look at it, and honestly, like, in the most comical scenario,
But he's hot.
But he's hot. Because he has abs. It would be hilarious if, like, he would be less scary, because in my opinion, that is a very scary cryptid. Any like goat human hybrid, I don't know what it is, scares the fuck out of me. But like, if he just brayed like a goat, like like, that would instantly like he's fucking you.
Mm-hmm.
You're being fucked by the public monster, and he leans down in your ear and he goes. So anyway, I think that's a perfect opportunity for us to take a quick commercial break.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be right back.
We're back
with Grindr Tales. Hello again. It's me, Jacob, with my special co-host today, Brad.
Hi, Jacob.
Hi.
It's been a blast so far.
It really has. It's been like busting two nuts at the same time. It's that big of a blast.
Wow. I was going to say it was like getting your favorite blanket and reading a good novel.
Sure you were.
I'm so innocent, though.
You are. No, you're so very innocent, you sweet child. Brad,
let's talk about that.
Let's talk about that, yeah.
I didn't know. I think my favorite thing about hooking up now that I've like gotten an undisclosed number underneath my belt,
yeah,
is like pattern recognition, like who likes what are things about, what did I think were going to be big deals, what actually are big deals. Mm-hmm. One of the things that I didn't realize was a big deal to me and many other men, and you tell me where you stand on this, it's kind of low grade in the like things you do like category. Mm-hmm. But do you like when a man like licks inside of your ear?
I like a nibble on the ear. I like a beard on the neck up to the ear. I like that feeling. It's very good. But when you talk about being self-conscious, you know, I'm not going to let anybody top me if I haven't properly cleaned out. But my ears, here's the thing. I love the feeling of a tongue anywhere on my body. Mm-hmm. However, my ears are just naturally waxy. Like I can kill a box of Q-tips and there's still gonna be little nuggets of waxy gold in there, and I just don't want to risk. I would be disgusted.
No, I totally understand.
You know?
Everyone's got their thing for sure. I love it. I didn't realize that I loved it. I can't remember. It was early on because I remember being like, okay, oh yeah, like the dean from Community. This better not awaken anything in me. I love it. I want to feel that tongue like so warm and wet inside my ear canal that it makes me think that one of those slugs from The Faculty was being.
Yes.
I want to feel it on my eardrum.
I feel like a disgusting sex maniac from time to time, because there have been one or two times when I've been so absolutely turned on by somebody that I like lick all the way up like the side of their face with my whole tongue, like an absolute fucking animal.
Yeah, and I'm a little feral sometimes.
Yes,
definitely.
Like right now, you are.
Is it because my chest hair is out?
Well, no.
It's
because you're crouching. It's because you're. It's because you're crouching like a gargoyle in that chair right now. You look like you're ready to run or attack me at any moment. Audience,
okay.
You can't see this. You can't see this.
Like pre-washing Bam Bam from the Flintstones.
Core memory unlocked. But anyway, yes. Yes, very much. Yeah, very much.
Right.
But speaking of pre-washed, this is not at all. That was a bad transition because this has nothing to do with watching or anything like that.
Okay.
You know, there was a story that you told me like the last time that we hung out that I think would be perfect for the show. And it's about somebody that came over, and you're not gonna you didn't hook up with them then, and you're not gonna hook up with them ever, but you do check in on them from time to time.
I know,
from a maternal instinct.
Okay, yeah, I'll keep that one as like
vague
as possible.
Yes.
But yes. So I do have a bit of like a maternal streak.
You're a Cancer.
I'm a Cancer, and I like to take care of people, and my heart goes out to people, especially younger people.
Yes.
I didn't always have someone to kind of guide me through, and once I did and found like people who also thought like that, it was easier for us to work. And we always kind of pulled up like people younger than us if they were fucking up and we thought they had good potential.
Yes.
You know, so this guy was very young, and I kind of have like a 25-year-old cutoff.
Yeah.
I don't screw around with anybody under 25.
Yes.
I will make exceptions if you are like in medical school or law school, if you're like 24, maybe.
Yeah.
But this guy was young, 22, and he was so drunk. And he was sending me audio messages, and he was saying he has an hour to drive. And I was like, just come here. And I went and got him out of his car. He was very drunk. And at the time, desperate to get drunk, but I didn't recognize it.
Got you.
So,
but you will. But audience. But audience, stay tuned. Stay tuned.
Yeah. So we go upstairs, and to tell you how not hookup this was, I get some shorts for him, hand them to him, direct him to the bathroom, and shut the door.
Yeah.
So he can change properly.
Correct.
Then we get in bed together.
Fully clothed.
Fully clothed.
Fully clothed.
Well, shorts, as like, you know,
right.
Shirts were off. We're men, fully clothed.
Right.
For bedtime.
Yeah.
Things started, we started making out. It happened. And we started fooling around, and we were in that moment of like, just made out real hard, just grinded real hard. Now we're catching our breath, talking. And I'm saying some things, and he's like, yeah, I used to have girlfriends, and he's like, but I don't trust women anymore. And I was like, oh, why? Just bantering back and forth.
Yeah.
You know, him, me, back and forth, tennis. And then he goes, oh, yeah, because my mom used to sell me for drugs between the ages of 5 and 14. And audience, when I say I froze, like, honestly, all I heard was the dun-dun from Law and Order SVU.
What is it? Certain crimes are considered especially heinous. Yeah.
Yeah, so I instantly, like, that's how my body froze up, and I became Olivia Benson. And, like, instantly, like, rolled this boy over onto his side and became the big spoon. And I was like, I'm really tired. Let's just go to bed.
Yeah.
I'm just going to hold you tonight. And my heart went out to this boy, and we're friends on Snapchat, and I still like just keep up with his story or send him like a message just to check up on him.
Right.
That's a lot to unload on someone, and I've had a lot of loads unloaded on me before.
But this is an emotional load.
Yeah, and then it replayed in my head all of the little nuances that I didn't pick up on from the time that I met him in the parking lot, where he was drinking, to like walking up the steps, to like his general hunger for sexual attention.
Yeah.
And I just thought, man, I'm so glad I came out in my 30s and started fooling around, because I know me, and I don't like attention from other like outside sources. I do love attention that I can control.
Yes.
So in a sexual way, I would have been the biggest whore.
Yes.
At like 20, 21, 22, 23.
Absolutely.
I mean, ran through. Like...
ruined.
Yeah. Slutted out.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, dripping from head to toe.
Oh, my
Rode
gosh.
hard, literally, and put away wet, literally.
Uh-huh.
And speaking of...
Mm-hmm.
And I told you this story already because you so beautifully text me the day after this occurred and were like, hey, you want to hang out, you want to get some coffee or something?
Mm-hmm.
And it was exactly the right time and exactly the right place, and I was like, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Because a couple of Saturday nights ago, the little voice in my head that tells me, hey, it's time to stop drinking and let's eat something, she didn't show up. She slept in that day. She actually was collecting PTO for that day.
Yeah, she was taking a mental health day.
She was taking a mental health day, and so
she was curled up watching episodes of Gilmore Girls.
Yes.
Phone on Do Not Disturb.
On D&D.
Turned down.
Absolutely. So, like, not, like, there wasn't even a chance, like, if I called her twice, she still wouldn't notice. It wasn't even on her phone's not even on vibrate. Like, it's on silent. So, like, I was... Turntina. I don't remember. I wish that I could say how much I drank that night, but I can't. I don't remember. Somebody had to drive me home that night, but in the interim of somebody driving me home, at some point I grabbed the mic from the host of the drag show that was happening that night,
Jacob.
Oh yeah. Consensually, kind of. Like, they smiled about it and they were like, okay. But by that point, because this is a story that's being recounted to me. So
that's worse.
Oh yes, it's much worse. So apparently one of the queens, as they were leaving the stage, I said, ladies and gentlemen, yo gabba gabba.
I would love that as a drag queen name. Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. They looked like one of those fuzzy, like, sock monsters from Yo Gabba Gabba, and I think that's why I said that. I'm pretty sure that's why I said that.
Yeah, probably.
But that's not the pertinent Grindr Tales part of the story. The pertinent Grindr Tales. Oh wow, it's popping every time I say pertinent. Anyway, the pertinent part of that is that somehow along the way, somebody came up. I remember they were complimenting me about, so I'm, audience, I'm kind of like on a weight loss and fitness journey. And they were like, I just love watching like your social media. Like, it's great. Like, you look really great. And drunk me had no inhibitions. Drunk me was like, yeah, you think I look good.
You're into me is what you're saying?
You're into me. And so, like, one thing leads to another.
You tuck your hair behind your ear.
Right.
What?
What are you talking about?
Me?
And so no, honestly, it's not even a bashful thing. It's like a, yeah. like a I know. Like, it's very basic instinct. It's very, very basic instinct.
Okay.
So, like, I'm like, I feel like a sex goddess. And I'm just like, come on. Like,
right.
You made out with me. You have made out with me now, which means whatever happens next, and whatever did happen next, I don't remember exactly who it was, but that's a
Grindr tale.
That is a Grindr tale indeed. The fable, if you will. So I sucked their limp dick for probably 10 minutes. Because they were also very intoxicated. And they did not get off at all. But I hope they enjoyed it. I think there was a little bit of making out before they left. And then I think I brought another person. I found another person. The thing is, I
thought this was going to end.
No.
It was going to be like, are we going to have to search out your Cinderella? Like, you don't.
Oh my god, this limp dick. Let me put your limp dick in my mouth. Let me put your limp dick in my mouth.
We went throughout the entire kingdom.
Putting all the limp dicks in my mouth until we found the perfect fit. No, I did find. I know.
Wrong guy.
I found I found this is the perfect level of cheese now. Smegma. No, so I know that I went out after that because apparently I was just on a mission and I found somebody else who complimented me and found me attractive and immediately brought them back into that bathroom.
But back to back?
Back to back. Like a revolving door.
A blackout back to back? A
blackout.
A black to back?
Back to black?
Back to blackout?
Back to blackout.
Back to back blackout.
Back to back blackout. That may be the name of the episode. Anyway, so I bring him into this restroom, and we start fooling around a little bit, and I close still on. And he's like, hey, like, I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you, like, I have really bad whiskey dick, so like this is not happening.
Part 2 whiskey dick?
Part 2 whiskey dicks back to back. 2 whiskey dicks both alike in dignity. In fair Verona, where we lay our scene. And then he left, and I hung out with the drag queen while she pissed. While she took a piss.
I feel like every story should end with that.
That you hung out with the drag queen while she was taking a piss. Absolutely. Yeah. And I was like, girl, I mean, do you want me to leave? She's like, no, you're good. And I was like, okay. And I'm so drunk at this point. I'm just like, okay, cool. Like,
I'll just wait for my third whiskey dick.
Right, exactly. Like, I'm just waiting for that third whiskey dick's the charm. I think I was just like, oh, you did so good tonight.
So when this was recounted to you, did you kind of drop your head and go, okay, it's time to
So the dick sucking I remember, but the only thing that I didn't remember was calling some drag queen Yo Gabba Gabba. That's what I don't remember. And then apparently there was another time when I tried to grab the mic again, but that time they were ready and they were like, no, no, absolutely not. The person that was sitting next to me leaned over and was like, you're a fucking villain.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Are you a villain when you get drunk?
No, Drunkub is fun. He's just sassy. Drunkub, yeah. Yeah.
My alter ego is Bad Brad.
Bad Brad. Honestly, and y'all, you can hear Drunkub live on the air if you go back and listen to some of the early episodes of Grindr Tales, because the first 3 or 4 we were getting fucking plastered. Me and my co-host were recounting all of these Grindr stories. We were. The 3rd episode, specifically Twisted Tea, we drank a whole 24-pack of Twisted Tea recording.
Wow, no.
Hangover, the absolute fucking worst.
Oh my gosh.
Absolute fucking worst. Yeah.
I don't even really drink anymore. Not like that.
No. Me either. Well,
but I did. Well, yeah, we have a couple of
shit.
As adults, if you're under 29, you probably are fine. But once you hit 29, 30, it becomes 2-day, 3-day hangovers. And sometimes at the end of the week, you're still kind of depressed from the depressant.
Oh, so. Jesus Christ. So I have a couple, I literally have 3 months and some change before 29 hits. Oh, God.
It's downhill, but it's fun.
It's a fun ride downhill.
Yeah.
Speaking of villains, we talked about your villain. I wish we had the editors from Un here, so every time I can you're Loki. I have described you. You have self-described as Loki. In the bedroom, and I need the audience to kind of understand that. So
I kind of have this running thing where, if someone's a top or they claim to be a top, then I will try everything in my power to top them.
Yes.
And if someone says, oh, I'm a bottom, then I try everything in my power to get them to top me.
Yes.
And I have certain tactics that I go about. And when I say tactics, I mean risk. I'm not playing checkers over here. It's... Maybe I am a villain.
You're actually just over there yelling, "Top me!"
Yeah.
Fuck me.
No, I've got a very specific move that I do if I'm trying to top someone.
Yeah.
That says they're a top.
Yeah.
And it really depends. I'm an ass man.
Yeah.
So if they are fit, and I see a nice ass, I'm gonna be like,
So
I'm gonna fuck you.
Get the mic close and let's talk about how
like ASMR,
kind of like ASMR.
Grindr Tales
and ASMR. So You told me about this. So you get them, you offer them a massage, right?
Yeah, I give them a nice massage.
Yeah.
Of course, I like fun, so I really break down their walls. They feel comfortable. They feel comfortable with me.
Yeah.
And we're just chatting, and I'm like, "What's your favorite sports team?"
No.
And I'm like, "Where'd you go to school?" Just regular conversation, whatever they're into.
While
Do
you're
you
massaging
hunt?
them. While you're
giving a massage. I'm just like, I hop on top of
You
them.
hunt? You hunt deer?
Yeah.
You hunt
and then I get them.
ducks?
You got to get them talking.
Yeah.
Got to get them
Yeah.
distracted. I'm giving them a good, and I have good massages. I get really in there.
Yeah.
And so they're getting into it, and they usually say something like, "Wow, this feels really good," and I'm like, "Oh yeah, that I've never done this before. Really, I just." Started
Yeah.
recently doing some hand exercises, but in my head, I roll my eyes and I'm like, yeah, no shit, Sherlock.
Oh my God.
Like, you're exactly where I want you.
Yeah.
Exactly where I want you. So I continue to rub.
Yeah.
And of course, like, I push down a little bit and a little bit more. And before they know it,
Yeah.
I'm on their lower back and, like, my dick is between their ass cheeks.
You're hot dogging.
Right.
Mhm.
But he's already too distracted and too into the massage to even notice.
Mm.
And then I like really run my thumbs like all the way up, which of course makes me like
Yeah.
really dig in.
Yeah.
And I go all the way down, chest to back, my hot breath on the inside of his neck.
Of course. Yeah.
And I say something along the lines of, "Did you say you were a top?" And by that point, they're so relaxed.
Yeah.
And they're so into it.
It's the penis fly trap.
It's the penis fly trap.
It's the penis
That's
fly
exactly
trap.
right.
That's your villain name. Penis fly trap.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I will devour.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Yeah, so I'm a villain.
Mm-hmm. So how do you know when? How do you know when? Like, when's the green light moment for you? When you're massaging them, you lean down, you ask them, "When's the green light for you?"
Once they get quiet, after I've kind of got them distracted talking,
Yeah.
and they are really into the massage,
Yeah.
I have to let that go. Like, I have to continue to massage and like subtly kind of like grind my hips.
Mm-hmm.
Like first it's with the movements of the massage, and then it's a little more pronounced. And at some point, I'm like, I know you know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know you know what I'm doing. If they could whip their head around and look at me in the eyes.
That's never happened. Nobody's ever been like, okay, you can fuck me. Like, go ahead. Like, go ahead. Let's fuck.
No, they don't want to admit that.
Okay.
But if they could look at my eyes, it's a major eye rolls where I'm like, I know that you know I'm doing this on purpose. And I know that you want it.
So, I guess, like, the big question is, because, like, now you're, like, revealing dark hidden alchemy and magic, because anybody out there that's listening, you can have whatever you want now if you learn the proper technique. Now, if you are a bottom who is also encountering another bottom, what do? Brad, tell them. How do you do that? What's your secret? How do you get a bottom to top you?
Well, it depends. If they are smaller than me, it becomes like a game.
Mm-hmm. What kind of game?
Like Mouse
Candyland? Candyland, Mousetrap, Jenga?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? You're kidding me. You've never topped? You don't top? For real?
It's 2023.
Yeah.
Everyone's versed now.
Everyone. I was like, wow, that's crazy. Have you ever thought about it? Because I really am not going to get with like a true like bottom.
What's the implication there? What do you mean a true bottom?
There are to the ends of the spectrum some people who are truly,
yes,
well,
they're too powerful for you, Brad. I'm sorry. Like,
I know,
if you're the super villain, like they are like,
second rate, like
Yes.
B story. I just like to cause chaos. I'm not here to like take over the world.
right.
I just want to like, I'd be like a Luke Cage villain, like
Okay.
to a neighborhood.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So, I mean, yeah. And if it's someone that's my size or bigger, then I typically, I typically like to straddle guys. Yeah.
Okay. So like, yeah. So like, it's kind of like a reverse of like the massage thing where you're just like, like we're just like doing a roll in the hay, and then like you end up on top, and it's like,
Right.
oh, your dick's. What's your dick doing between my ass cheeks? Aren't you a bottom?
Right.
Wouldn't it be funny if I just?
No. it's just you have to be able to you have to be able to look guys in the eyes with this sort of thing. And it leads into when I am bottoming, I do, because a lot of people who are tops, they kind of, it leans towards like the dominant side.
Yeah.
We know that's not necessarily the case all the time.
Right.
But I do feel like I like to give off like a face like this. like a very oh no, it's no, I don't, that's my no zone. Like, what are you doing poking on my back door?
Step bro.
Yeah, like that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Which one of the things I do love to do is I love to get guys really going.
Yeah.
And, you know, and then I'm making all these oohs and ahs and even some,
yeah.
You know, like,
yeah.
Like, you've hit my second
the theater.
hole.
The theater,
right.
Yeah. The beauty, yes, absolutely. Kabuki.
Oh my gosh. I'm like Ian McKellen, like circa 1970 on the stage.
Yes.
Like Shakespearean.
National Theater Live presents.
Right.
Yes.
The cockier and more arrogant that a guy can be in that moment, right about then is when I stop.
Yeah.
Dramatically.
Okay.
From the oohs and the ahs and the uh-ohs and the, to just looking at him perplexed.
Yes.
And I go, look, are you gonna fuck me or not? Which causes them to have a mental breakdown.
Of course.
Because they were going at 100% already.
Yes.
And they try to go at 110 and
yes.
they can't get there. And I literally have yawned in a guy's face before.
Fake yawned?
Halfway.
Like it started as a fake yawn and then like it turned into a real yawn. Yeah.
Correct.
So this all stems from that one time a married Dia. This all stems, and this is, I don't care if that's not true. Officially, according to Grindr Tales canon, Penis Flytrap was born the day that man broke you after your first hookup.
I was crying on the way to the elevator. Like, massive pools of tears were in my eyelids, and I was like, if I can just make it out of this hotel to my car. Yeah, you're probably right. Absolutely.
You were like, never again. I mean, it's very Catwoman. It's very Catwoman. Like, oh, like sweet Selena Kyle. You had that whole moment. You get home, cum dripping out of your ass, and you're like, I don't know about you, Miss Kitty, but I feel so much yummier. Like, hell here.
Right.
Yes, 100%. Yeah, 100%. Well, Penis Flytrap, it's like really great to have you on this show. I just want to let you know. I'm glad that you have. You're chaotic neutral. You are chaotic neutral.
I like to think I'm chaotic good. No.
I'm
not evil.
You're not evil. You're good. Because I feel like if you were chaotic neutral, you would be too. You would exist.
I wouldn't have spooned that boy.
Truly. Truly. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Penis Flytrap does have a heart, but the chaos is a lot. I mean, you know, when you're like, are you gonna fuck me, and you cause that mental breakdown, they're like, oh god, I'm already here, fuck, I've got it, oh god.
Yeah,
like,
but I also, men,
right,
they deserve it.
Well, and that's why you can't do a whole power bottom,
right?
Because the power bottom would be like, who the fuck are you talking to, bitch? And then like they'd like push you, like
they'd skin my dick with their assholes.
They would. They'd be like,
grip down so tight. Oh, okay,
okay,
yeah.
Wow. You need.
But that's the like this. I don't have any kind of like crazy things under my belt.
It's not like a neuroses or anything.
Right. You know, I don't have any. I'm not like going out to like make these things happen. They're like fun little tales.
You're healing.
You're healing. My Grindr tales.
Yes. My
Grindr tales fall under what I finally, like, once I finally came around to it and got accepted the fact that I was going to be hooking up and dealt with that as an adult, was I don't want to end up in a situation that I don't feel like if I was the 5th person on Sex and the City.
Yeah.
Like, I want to be able to talk about my experiences over brunch.
Yes.
and there are certain things that you only feel comfortable talking about maybe late at night over drinks.
Yes.
And I don't dip into that often. Like I'm not a multiple partner person. I'm not a public person. I'm not a like the next level. I just hook up. Those are my Grindr tales.
How do you feel having gotten that off your chest here in this public forum?
I mean, saying it out loud makes me feel kind of vanilla, but
but honey, you're anything but. What's your name on Grindr?
c'est la vie.
C'est la vie.
Yeah, it means oh well, that's life.
Truly.
Which is what I think is a perfect way to think about Grindr.
100%, because it's block or be blocked, baby. It's
Yeah.
or someone creating a new account after you blocked them. And
Right.
Coming for
I don't
you.
have any hard feelings when people don't talk to me or when people block me,
Same.
because I've done it to other people for a variety of reasons.
Absolutely. That's the thing. Everything really does exist on a spectrum. Like, everything exists on a spectrum.
Yes, I have known some of the most like masculine looking like men be attracted to the variety of other male types.
Absolutely.
And vice versa, and everything in between.
You know, there was a Grindr tale that I have not even told yet. Speaking of that, you know, like I told you, but like the audience hasn't heard. It's that guy way back in January, way back, like probably like January 14th or 15th. It was very cold outside. I remember
Very
that.
specific.
I know. Was it? Anyway, it was like mid-January, so it's like cold as fuck. It's raining, but I'm like, I'm horny, and so like I go on the apps.
Are you horny when it rains? I am.
Sometimes I am, because
When
I want somebody to like, I want that closeness.
If it's an afternoon rain,
ooh,
horny.
bitch. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yes. Because evening
That's
rain
the
makes me
time.
want to sleep. But like, so it's raining, it's cold. I'm like, I'm extra horny right now. So I get on Grindr, and this guy hits me up, and he's like, hey, he's a blank profile, but blank profiles are kind of like a roulette wheel, because like they could be hiding some photos that you don't want to see, or they could be hiding some photos that you do want to see.
Correct. Yeah.
And so he sends photos, and they're photos that I definitely want to see. Like this man is built like a Greek god. He's built like Atlas, like an Adonis, Zeb Atlas, even, you know, for any of you gay porn watchers out there. And so I'm like, okay, yeah. And he's like, would you be okay to fuck me? And I was like, yeah, I'll fuck you in the, like, absolutely. Like, this weird dichotomy, whatever.
Okay, go ahead.
So I go over to the hotel. It's a pipeline worker. So I get to his hotel room. He's like laying there in bed, already like butt ass naked.
I don't care for that.
You don't?
Well, no, I don't like. Yeah, I don't.
You want the lead up.
Yeah. Oh, I love everything from the awkwardness to the let me come sit over there by you to the like ha 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 hand hit like forearm type situation.
Well, for me, I was in a hurry because I had trivia that night, so it was definitely a Thursday. It was definitely a Thursday night. I was committed. Look, I may have been a horny dog, but I was also committed to getting to trivia on time. Because I had to pick my trivia partner up and everything after that. So anyway, built like a god, literally like, and my therapist was like, don't use words like perfect. So I'm not going to say perfect, but like he was, I mean, he looked great. I mean, he looked like a big, muscular, like cut porn star and felt like a boulder.
Right.
And that was something that I had never experienced before because I had never fucked fucked or been fucked by someone that muscular. But it was wonderful, kind of. He wanted me to dominate him. And that's the thing. So like I was a little heavier back then at that point. And so like there's like this weird like dichotomy of like me being like this short chubby guy and him being like this tall like muscular man that wanted me to dominate him. And he was committed to the bit. And when I say he was committed to the bit, I mean like he was like, oh yeah, sir, you want me to suck your dick, sir? I'll suck your fucking dick. Yeah, you like, am I doing a good job, sir? And I'd have to be like, and like, you know, I have a theater degree, so like of course like
no, you had me captivated. I see it now, but yeah. You didn't say that, did you?
No. Oh my God, no! What was that?
So, like, buddy, you're gonna have to really play into this. I've got a theater degree,
Right?
okay?
No,
It's a BFA,
no.
bitch.
So that wasn't, and that's the thing. I wasn't. It's only a BA, but I wasn't judging. I wasn't judging his acting, but I was judging my ability to exist, to live reality in unreal circumstances. And so, I was just like, yeah. I was just like, yeah, suck that fucking dick. Just doing my best. Like,
I feel like that's a certain level that you have to kind of be in the mood for. You can't just turn that on and off.
Absolutely. Correct. And so maybe there was too much light on in the room, because I was very acutely aware, like, looking down at my own torso and then looking up at his and being like,
I've told a guy to shut up. I have.
I did get to enjoy using the line, "Did I tell you to stop?" I did enjoy getting to use that, because, like, at that point it's like, well, he won't stop, actually. Like, this is pretty good. Like, but I fingered him a little bit, and then I was like, this is a nice ass. I can't wait to, like, put my dick in here. And, like, I started, and like, even my 2 fingers, which, would you say that I have big fingers? Like,
girthy fingers?
Girthy, yeah, would you say? Meaty?
Yeah.
Sausages?
Well, what compared to my fingers?
I was gonna say, so yours are only slightly thinner than mine. We're touching fingers right now.
Yeah, just the tips though.
Just the tips. But this was too much for him. Like, it was let me rephrase that, almost too much. He was like, "Oh, sir, oh." I was like, "You like it? Wait till you feel the real fucking thing." And then like, I go to try to put it in, and he's like, "Oh no!" And then he dropped like the submissive thing, and he's like, "Dude, I can't, like,
okay,
I can't."
Well, that makes sense.
He's like, "Dude, I can't do that right now."
I have been with guys who are like, "Oh, I've never done this before," and you get with them, and you're like, "Boy, like,
liar,
liar,
absolute liar,
like, liar." No. There's no way that you can do that.
Okay. Let me finish the story, and then I'll beg the question. So ultimately, like, we both end up coming, and I big spoon him. Yeah. And it's like holding like a bag of concrete. Yeah, like a bag of concrete.
Like, I'm holding a sheet of
like,
sheetrock at the
I'm
moment.
holding, right, exactly. And then he starts, and then like, these are the moments that I love, though. Aftercare is great, and like, even in a hookup where you're like, this is only gonna happen one time. Like, the aftercare is great, because he was like, yeah, I used to be a bouncer at like this big bar, and like, now I do stuff on like the oil rig and yada yada yada. And it's like, he was just a really nice guy, and he's like, hey, I hope you have a great night, and it's like, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. You know what? Yeah. Thank you, sir. And I'm sorry about your butthole. Like,
one of the things that I've learned that I find very entertaining is the idea that people people wearing clothes and people not wearing clothes are two different personas.
Vulnerability.
Yeah, but I have known some people who, like, I have hooked up with that didn't look what I expected. Maybe they were not my usual type, or maybe I was like, ooh, like, your face pictures did not look like your face.
Yeah.
But then, I don't know, man. There's one in particular that I can think of that, I mean, like, take charge type of guy.
Yeah.
And it came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I mean, he looks like in his past time in high school, he designed golf courses. Like, just,
what the fuck?
Just complete, like, oh, I'm getting a general business and public policy degree.
So like white bread. Like total white bread.
But not preppy looking. Really.
Okay.
Not like preppy. Not like, oh, I play golf. Like, I design golf courses.
Right.
In my spare time for fun.
Yeah.
But man.
But now I'm ready for your hole-in-one.
Yeah, but man, for real, did he become like a tiger, and his wood was something else.
Were you a woodchuck that night? Were you a woodchuck that night? Did you chuck that wood?
He made me feel. I love using this. This is only so many guys, but like a German Shepherd's favorite stuffed toy that is disgusting, dirty. Just, he shakes the shit out of it.
He made you feel. So we're gonna go back to the Jurassic Park for a second. He made you feel like that lawyer on the toilet.
Can I tell you, I've never seen Jurassic Park?
Get off my show.
Yeah.
Get off my fucking show.
And this episode was brought to you by Jacob's Disappointment.
Oh wow. Well, you've seen the scene though of the T-Rex eating that man off of a toilet and shaking him around.
Possibly.
I'll show you later. But speaking of toilets, talking about loose buttholes.
No.
Do you think though?
I don't. Oh, sorry.
What's in your head?
I don't have one.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Audience, take note.
It's like Guess Who.
It is Guess Who. So, do you think that there are some guys that actually have never taken a dick before, but their butthole is loose because they take such massive shits?
Oh my gosh. No, I don't. I don't think that's true. I don't necessarily know the overall average elasticity, where like what range it falls in.
Yeah.
But I do believe, after reading up on it before I started, about like people on Reddit would say like, yeah, like after a while you just develop like some muscle memory and it becomes easier and easier for, you know, your sphincter to be like, oh, okay, we're doing this again.
Yeah.
I do think that you can get like tighter or not used to it and lose that muscle memory.
Yeah.
And there are some guys like who clearly like to be with guys, multiple guys every week, and don't ever kind of
give it that time to
like
yeah. It's kind of like a tolerance break from like weed. You know, when people are like, I'm gonna like take a couple of weeks off.
I was gonna say like those dinosaurs you put in water.
Yes, very much like those dinosaurs you put in. Stop trying to redeem yourself.
About dinosaurs?
Stop.
Sorry.
Stop it. You stand before greatness, and
I wish y'all could see. I wish y'all could see this shrine.
It really is a shrine.
Truly a shrine.
It really is a shrine. And honestly, if the men don't get hard for me when they see me, they will get hard as soon as they walk in and see my shrine to Jurassic Park.
Audience, if there's an archaeologist,
paleontologist,
especially,
yes.
Was Ross your favorite friend?
I didn't watch Friends, and when I have tried to watch Friends, I do not care for it.
That's one of my millennial. I watched it when it came out.
You did.
That's one of my millennial.
Take
things.
note. Take note, audience. Take note. He's. There's an age range here. So, anyway, moving on from loose buttholes and dinosaurs, let's take one more quick break, and then we can actually dive into some local Grindr content with some screenshots that I took.
Oh, that's going to be real fun.
It's going to be so much fun.
After the break?
After the break. If you're not careful, you're going to make the audience scream.
Hey, why don't you come over here and I'll make that little pussy cream. You ever hooked up to one of those guys? I
haven't, but I have seen profiles that are like, I'm going to make you cream on it. Like, or I will cream on it. And I'm like, that's like butter made of shit juice, isn't it?
Correct. Truffle butter. Thank you for bringing that to the general lexicon.
Yes.
Drake and Nicki Minaj.
Absolutely.
Fetty Wap.
Truffle butter confit though. We have to elevate it. Now we have to elevate it.
Yeah.
Truffle butter confit. I smell what you're stepping in.
Nope. Now stop it.
Now you better stop it.
I tell you what, right now, I was bent over and he was going to town on me.
I'm laughing as this mic is fucking up. It's just like,
By the way, audience, we've got a mic issue.
We have a rogue mic. Still, thank you to the hosts of the Dead Scene Kids podcast, Hunter and Alden. Say thank you. You're required to say thank you.
Thank you so much.
For these lovely microphones, because my microphone is out of whack. My actual microphone that I would normally be using. So I'm still poor, kind of. So I haven't bought a new one. So in the meantime...
That's lovely. Thank you so much, guys.
Honestly, though, these are not...
Are they our sponsors?
No. They're just friends. But these mics are actually much nicer than my equipment anyway, so we're just going to ride this wave until we can't no more.
Oh, man. And if there's something I love, it's riding a wave. A big wave.
A big
wave.
Veiny wave.
Audience, that's innuendo for dick.
Dick and cock. Brad?
I hope someone's like, oh...
Oh,
that's what they mean.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, Thank you. Oh my God. I'm going to use that at work. And then they're going to get fired.
Right.
They're going to get fired.
It's like the story I've seen of the guy who had to teach his mom what bukkake means because she thought it was just like, oh, I've made a mess, like a big bukkake.
You know, Bukkake is actually one of the new characters in Mortal Kombat 1. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. It's a white ninja. It's, you know, there's Scorpion and Sub-Zero. Now we have Bukkake.
Please, I bet money somewhere there's some sort of Rule 34 situation.
Oh my God, there's got to be a cum ninja somewhere. There's got to be a cum ninja.
I'm Googling later.
Ed Boon, if you're out there listening somehow, make that cum ninja happen. Make that DLC happen.
You know how like Smoke was like shrouded in smoke?
Yeah.
Very like
shrouded in
yeah, but that's the thing, like dripping.
That's the thing. I was gonna say the word shrouded does not exactly fit with the mental image of cum.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, he would look like Moon Knight, but instead of like an actual like white cape and such and like a white hood, it's just actually cum. And like his fatality is like sucking the cum out of like somebody's, specifically Kano, because you would pay to see. Look. Are we talking about our favorite Mortal Kombat characters? Sorry. Well, no, Kano is not one of my favorite. I don't like playing as Kano, but I like looking at Kano.
Yeah.
I love looking at Kano.
Right.
No.
I've always thought that I probably couldn't do anything with Kano. I just feel like he wouldn't have that good stank.
It would be a bad stank.
Yeah.
But you would get over it because it's fucking Kano.
I feel like Kano would be one that I'd have to be like, let's maybe spice things up and let's go take a shower together.
And then he'd like stab you.
Yeah,
he'd be like, hey, you don't like my man stink.
He'd be like, oh yeah, I think that'd be a great idea, little lady. And I was like, yeah, I'm your princess. Get in here, you fucking smelly bastard.
He would piss on you though. And you would enjoy every minute of it.
But it wouldn't be a water sport kink. It'd be like a joke.
It would be, yeah. And he'd be making fun of you for enjoying it.
Yeah, I would be turned around like suds in the hair, like watching, like can't open my eyes, and all of a sudden I feel his warmth, and I'm like, "Are you fucking pissing on me, Kano?" And he's like,
"Crikey."
Yeah.
Before we're gonna put a button in this, but
as we should.
There are two porn stars. Well, one is a porn star, and then the other one is like a Twitter porn star who like is big on Twitter. There is Rogan Richards, who is an Australian porn star. He is hot as fuck, and he does look like a version of Kano.
I don't know who that is.
Everybody go look up Rogan Richards. Shout
out Rogan if you're listening to this.
If you're listening. And then there's at Your Daddy Kano on Twitter. I'm going to show you, Brad. I'm going to show you.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, but you can see, but here's the great thing. You can see him like actually like doing the damn thing.
Okay.
Oh yes. And look, Your Daddy Kano is Your Daddy Kano.
That is so true.
And he eats ass. And he, as we have just seen,
right on top,
right? And he eats ass. So yeah, guys, go support Your Daddy Kano. Your Daddy Kano. If you look, there are like thousands of listeners across the world. Thousands. Oh, what was that look about? Okay. Well, we can go ahead and end the show here.
No, it's fine. It'll get better.
Oh yeah, it will.
Yeah,
it has.
It's like only going up and up.
It's only going up and up once you leave.
We'll see if this is your high-rated show.
They still don't know what you look like yet.
I know. I bet someone's like, I've already found him.
Oh, right, true. But anyway, Your Daddy Kano, if you're listening, hey, what you doing?
Come over here and Kung Ma Lao.
Why not?
Shang's song. Like,
Shang this song.
How are you gonna get this soul out of me?
God. Oh my god. Oh my god. You can be my great Kung Lao. I'm a lean in this cock. I don't know. I tried. I'm freaky like Melina though.
Let me ask you this.
Ask me this.
Who is like your childhood crush? Like the guy that would have been like a contemporary of yours.
That would have been a contemporary of mine.
Not like you're young and you were watching like a show with a lot of hot guys, and you're like, oh, what if I was like in the real world house at at 11?
Yeah, no, it was Shaggy. It was specifically Matthew Lillard as Shaggy from Scooby-Doo.
I was like, Shaggy, it wasn't me. Like,
no, not that one, not that one.
Okay, I see that.
Yeah, no, Matthew Lillard as Shaggy. God, I don't know. Like, I don't know who was I horny for back then. I mean, of course, like Daniel Radcliffe and Rupert Grint from Harry Potter, because like we were like they're obviously older than me, but like at the same time I was like, I feel like I'm the same age here.
You're 29?
I'm 28.
When do you turn 29?
December.
So you're 29
essentially.
Round up.
Don't make me round up.
It's okay, you have one more year.
Please don't make me round up, please.
Right.
We're so close.
You're fine.
Oh my god, stop. Your powers don't work on me.
It's okay.
Your
powers... Do you have moisturizer?
Yeah.
Okay. No, you look great.
Thank you.
But, when you hit 30...
Look.
Let's get back on track.
Let's look. Yeah, I'm gonna have so much editing to do, but I took off tomorrow, so like, we love it. Brad, so you've never listened to the show.
No.
So you've never listened to the show. So
I don't know what format. Is there a game?
So
part?
No, that's not. There's not a game. No, there's nothing like that. We're just gonna look at these profiles and we're gonna comment on them. Okay. So I'll lead the way so you kind of understand like how it kind of works. Okay.
Sure.
So
we're starting with Library Goth.
We're starting with Library Goth. 28. Their tags are femme, gamer, trans, and watching. They're verse bottom. They're looking for...
This was a no for me already. Go ahead, though.
They're verse bottom looking for friends and hookups. Wait. Is it a no from the description?
It's a no from everything.
Okay. We can unpack that in just a second. Yeah. About me. Just...
I'll read it. Just a silly little puppy girl down on her luck, woofing while she can and hoping for a break. Can I be a good puppy for you? If I came by one night and you had a nice doggo, hit me up. I'd love to get with you again. See, it's a no.
So like, here's my. So first of all, we don't kink shame here. We kink ask why. And like I've said it before, like I don't like I'm not into pup play, but I like the aesthetic of pup play. I like the BDSM, like the lead, like the masks and the gear.
It's branding. It's totally branded.
It's totally branded.
It's the best branding of all the kinks.
It is, and it is hot in its own way. Mm-hmm. However, when the behavior begins, that is where you lose me. Mm-hmm. That's where you lose me.
So you're saying like you wouldn't care for like no,
not at all. Stop. No, I wouldn't. Don't come up and lick my hand. Don't like.
So that licking hand thing reminds me of that urban legend, and so I have like no thank you to that. Yes. You'll get hit.
Yeah, no. Yeah. You're talking about the one that's like she wakes up the next morning and in blood on the mirror it's written humans lick hands too.
Right.
Yeah.
She thought it was her dog.
Yes. Yeah. And her dog's dead. Yeah. Let's not do that. Please don't. And then also like belly rubs. Okay. In the context of I'm laying on your chest and I'm like rubbing my hand back and forth on your belly. Sure. That's not even necessarily a hot thing. That's an affection thing for me.
Yeah.
But like the like laying on your back, like arms and legs up, letting asking for tummy rubs. No, ma'am.
Yeah.
No.
That's like even like the lower ends of it. Like someone asking to be nodded.
That's disrespectful to actual animals.
Oh my gosh.
Because actual animals do it out of love.
Yeah. I would kick that dog out of my house so fast. I'd be like, you fucking mangy mutt. I hit them with their biggest slur.
Is mutt a slur for a dog?
I think so.
Hard T on that mutt. Mm-hmm. You mutt. And once again, I'm not kink shaming pups. In fact, one of my upcoming co-hosts is in the pup community.
I have no problems with there. Well, there are some, of course. I do have problems. I will say that. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you.
I don't think. Let me say. I don't think there's anything wrong with people who are into pup play. That's one thing that I will say. Like, there are some kinks where I'm like, there's something wrong with you. But with people in pup play, I'm like, this is like their fantasy thing. I get into it. Get into the gig. Sure. Right. It's just does not. I'm not yucking anybody's yum. It is just not my yum.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly right. And when I say that's a no for me,
yeah,
like that does nothing for me. But I can understand it and appreciate it. And of course, there's going to be people who are going to comment and be like, "You can't really appreciate it if you've never done it before. If you turn your nose down at it." And I'm like, "Listen, sorry, but
I've jacked off to porn of dudes in pup gear fucking. I have."
I don't think I have, but...
Oh, I have. Oh, 100%.
Yeah, I've got some...
We don't have to go into that.
Yeah.
What I do want to kind of go into before we move on to the next one is, if I came by one night and you had a nice doggo, hit me up. So, first of all...
Is that a verb?
So... What?
You had a nice doggo? Like, is you saying like...
No. No, this is like I think this is like a Craigslist misconnection thing, where like... Sweet library goth is looking for the man that gave her everything.
Right.
And he had a nice dog. But here's the thing. I'm wondering if that's also what happened with that dog.
Yeah.
What did you
I was about to say, is the Craigslist connection thing between library goth and the dog?
That's my big question, because I'm like, look, when I was in college, there was an infamous sting on like a bestiality ring, and there was like this one dude in particular who would ask all my friends
at your college?
Not at my... No, I think he was in college. I think he was at the college at the time, but he infamously had asked two of my friends to come over.
This.
Okay.
Yeah.
He had infamously asked like two or three of my friends if they would come over and let...
Was there a young woman involved?
I don't know if there was a young woman involved, but he was like, he wanted like a dude to jack off while he fucked a dog and maybe participate in fucking the dog. And so I don't put anything past it. So whenever I see you had a good night and you had a nice doggo, I'm like, why would you say nice doggo? Like, I'm just like, what did y'all do with the dog? Don't hurt my dog.
Right.
What'd you do with my dog?
That's a lot to... This is too... If it's too much to unpack in like one quick glance while I'm reading through...
Yeah.
It's a no for me.
Yeah, library goth, clean your shit up. Have a nice day.
Bring a baggie.
So next we have Good Za. Which immediately I'm like, oh, it's like pizza. Well, no. Because then you go, because they're only looking for networking, and then you go to the About Me section, and it's Za, beans, perks, bars, wax, drank. Stand up, drank, sit down, drank.
This is, what is Za?
I was going to ask you the exact same thing. What if it is just pizza? Like, what if...
But, I mean, beans are ecstasy.
What about... Could Za be Xanax? Isn't Xanax spelled with an X, though?
Yeah. And usually you say, like, Xan.
Or a Xanny. Yeah.
Za.
Za.
Good Za.
Good Za. I don't... Actually, hold on a second. I'm going to Google it.
Yeah. I mean, we all know that Tina is crystal meth. Which, I do not party and play.
No. I don't either. I think
again, not shaming anyone, but if somebody was like, oh yeah, I party and play, I would go, oh, okay,
right,
yeah, okay,
yeah. It might be Zaza. What the fuck? Zaza is a prescription drug used to treat depression in other countries. It is not yet regulated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration in the States. When someone misuses the drug, it starts to affect the brain. When used in lower doses, it affects people's moods. When used in high doses, it can work like an opioid and cause addiction. Okay, y'all. So Zaza is in our backyard now. Zaza is here. The opioid crisis continues.
Do you think on the the streets that they like. Tina is meth.
Yeah.
And Molly is, of course, like ecstasy.
Right.
And all of that. Do you think Zaza on the streets goes by
Zaza?
Zaza Gabor?
Like Gabor, yeah.
Like, you got any Gabor, like Zazas?
I feel like it's easier for them to camouflage it just as Za because they're like, you want some Za, and then
there is a Zsa Gabor drug reference that like circles around, and that's what happens. That is such a niche thing.
I was gonna say, can I please be honest? I don't think anybody under the age of like 37 is going to get that reference.
Well,
and I only know that because both of my parents are in their 60s.
It's okay.
Where'd that knife come from?
Stop. Audience, in case you're wondering, I am not over 37.
He's not. He's only like 29.
Close.
30. 28.
I'm 24.
What are you doing here? What the fuck are you doing here?
I'm actually 16.
Oh, God. Oh, fuck. Oh, no.
Have a seat. It's Chris Hansen.
Oh, no, God. I just invited him over here to, like, co-host my podcast. Co-host your podcast. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
What is this puppy mask, sir?
Wow. Anyway. Smooth transition into looking eye emoji. I'll train you. They are 36 years old. They're online. They were online now. Their top chat, friends, network, and hookups. About me. The level of mental illness here is troublesome. And honestly, couldn't agree more.
Yeah,
could not agree more.
To me, that's like it's when a joke is so obvious and someone is like, get it? But like, yeah, we know, buddy. We're also here. Also, I'll train you.
Truly.
I'll train you. Like, you are asking for that mental illness.
You are.
You're
well,
like,
what do you do?
The people that are gonna come to you.
Yes.
That's the thing. It's a vicious circle, buddy.
It's the Marquis de Sade. It is the mad folks running the madhouse. You are one of those mad folks. Like.
Well, I don't need training.
Neither do I. Mm-hmm. Stop.
I know how quickly I fall into that. Like, I just like slip into it. Just
that's the thing. Oops, you bitch. Well, that's the thing. You don't have headphones on, so you can't hear.
Sorry.
Like,
yeah, you're right.
You can't hear when it's like. Like, you can't.
Does it feel extra? Like, you're like, if this was any more, I could feel the hot breath.
And that's my thing. I'm like, this is my friend, and my penis is confused. It's like,
what's going on?
What's happening?
It's
God,
nice, but not.
Oh God. So, thank you for being on the show. I'll train you. You're not training either of us.
Oh, I'm not.
I'll train you. Yes,
I would. And here's the thing. I would like to let him think that he was training me.
Absolutely. Old trickery, old switcheroo.
Oh my gosh. I would be the best boy.
You're a fool.
Oh my gosh.
You're fooling around.
I'm a jester.
You are. You're the Joker. You're the clown prince of crime.
Absolutely. I'd let him get like all the way to where he's like, yeah, you feel good. You feel good now that you've been trained. And I'd be like, that was okay. Anyways, going to KFC.
Bites dick off. No. Going to KFC. So next we have Paul, who's 36. What if this was problematic Chef Paul? And we're not going to go into any details. We're not going to go, but like, what if it was problematic Chef Paul?
Well, can I read this one?
Absolutely.
In life, it's versatile, chat, dates, friends, networking, relationships. So like all of it.
All of it, yeah.
5'11", 181, toned, versatile, single. The About Me says, in life, it will not always be smooth sailing. There will always be ups and downs. Thank you so much, Paul. Which is a test for us. Oh, is it? Oh my gosh. I already hate this guy already. We must have the right attitude to face everything we have to go through. Really? Wow.
So it's
I didn't know any of that.
I was gonna say, well, that's the thing. It's very rare, but from time to time, you will find Grindr profiles that are
They make you realize that like the average like population, like there's like dumber people.
Yeah, and also like that, like somewhere out there, someone's like main goal in life is to just be like a guru or like a shaman, like. And I say their main goal. I'm not saying their destiny. I'm not saying that they're destined for it or that they should be. I'm just saying that they want to be. Like, I almost feel like you'd go in with this guy and it'd be like, oh, like, that, like, your Grindr description, like, that's a great topic for conversation.
Right, like dance team members. Like, you wanted to be a cheerleader.
But then, like, you kind of get into it and you kind of realize, oh, this dude's, like, trying to be a cult leader.
Yeah.
You know, like...
Ooh,
he's
which
like...
I would find hot.
Please, program me. Just program me.
Oh, my gosh,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Program me, babe.
Program
if there was
me.
I'll
so
program
hard.
you.
Yes. Now... gooning. Gooning.
That's a whole... That'll be the next time around.
I was going to say... I will say... So there was a moment...
While you were gooning?
While I was gooning, no. A couple of weeks ago when Brad and I were riding in the car, and there was a car tag about 100 feet ahead of us, and I was reading it, and I was like, what the fuck? And it said God in Me Too, but it was spelled GODNME, the number 2. But from my distance, because I need glasses... it looked like it said goon me too, which started a whole conversation between Brad and I about gooning, which we're not, you know what, we gotta save something for another episode. So we're gonna bypass that. But yes, programming, absolutely, like corrupt my mind, take away my smarts, and leave me as just like whatever you need me to be.
I mean, crazy, because I have left some of the craziest, filthiest, nastiest like hookups and just like gone about my life and been like at Starbucks and been like 5 minutes ago I was like saying the worst stuff, and then I'm like, hey guys, can I get an iced caramel macchiato, please?
Literally, like
5 minutes ago I was like, take me to hell.
like absolutely, like
string me up by my fucking feet,
tear this pussy open. Oh my god, yeah, like fucking roommate, I'm just a fucking cum dumpster.
Right,
oh my god,
all of the worst things. Yeah, like of course.
Like yeah, but then yeah, I go out in the public and I'm like, I'll have a honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich combo with a sweet tea. Like
yeah, they're like, do you want to make that a venti? I was like, you know what, I'll be bad.
I'll be a little bad.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, ma'am. You have a blessed day.
That's the thing.
Knowing that I'm also like, hey, where's your restroom? I'm just going to use your restroom real fast. I'm like, oh, I'm about to fart out a cum bubble at any moment.
Have you ever trusted a fart after being cum in?
I've learned my lesson.
Okay, same.
Yeah.
Same. Who hasn't? Yeah.
You go, oh. Ooh.
Puts down charcuterie board. That's the thing. Yeah, I go from like I've gone from like a dirty cum slut to I'm gonna treat myself to some laughing cow cheese and light a candle and sit on the couch and like watch some TV while it rains outside.
Yeah.
And then like oh god.
Oh yeah, that happened. Oh yeah, I forgot.
Oh god. So moving right along. Oh god. This microphone, y'all. This microphone. She has a micro mind of her micro own. I'll leave. This is your show now.
Okay,
this is your show now.
Anyways, welcome back to Grindr Tales,
welcome
everyone.
back to
My co-host Jacob.
Okay, so the next one that we have is a Growler profile, which, Brad, you are not on Growler.
Yeah, famously not on Growler.
Oh, famous. They keep begging you.
Yeah.
Everyone keeps begging you.
I've gotten many a letter and email from Growler asking to be like an influencer, and I keep saying no, I can't do that.
So Brad, like, I would classify you as an otter. Would you agree with that statement?
Yeah, sometimes. I think technically what I like to call myself is I fit somewhere between, here you go audience, a top and a bottom and a twink and an otter. I'm a twatter.
It's my show again now. it's my show again now.
Instead of flip fucking, we're flip hosting.
We're flip hosting.
Mhm.
That feels like twat.
Twattum, top bottom.
Twattum twatter.
Twink otter.
Twattum twatter sounds like something out of like Alice in Wonderland.
Oh my god.
It does, doesn't it?
Mhm.
Twattum twatter.
One whole land.
One Alice in One Whole Land.
Mhm.
So the next is a growler profile. It is William Potter.
A Tottem Twatter William Potter?
Stop! Is that going to be the name of the episode?
Tottem Twatter William Potter.
William Potter. So the thing is, so we have to read the entire description before we get to the About Me section. So info. Height 6'5".
Nice.
Weight 200 pounds.
Good enough.
Age 66. Status widowed. Oh god. I am a bear, a daddy, hairy, top, bottom,
Twattem Twatter.
a twattum twatter, versatile, on prep, good for you, baby. Looking for love, dates, conversation, friends, bears, cubs, otters, daddies, top, verse, bottom. Everything. He's looking for all of it. Everything.
Casting a wide net.
Everything, everywhere, all at once.
Because he knows better. He's been around. He knows better.
I don't know if he does because in his About Me, he says, please, I'm 40 years old. I was a mistake when I'm open this app. And that's it. That's the only thing that was on his profile. That was it.
Please, I'm 40 years old. I was mistake when I'm open this app.
I feel like he's trapped. I feel like it's actually like a spirit of somebody that is trapped in the Growler app. That's like, please free me. I'm 40 years old. And it was a mistake when I opened this app. Now I'm stuck here.
Like got sucked in, like Jumanji.
Yes.
A Jumanji remake, but of like someone getting sucked into the different gay apps.
Yes.
And when they come out, it's like bears are chasing them.
Bears are chasing them. There's like a really well shot like water scene where they're being attacked by like voracious carnivorous otters. Like just like trying to like tear them limb from limb.
Right.
Like otters, but give them piranha teeth.
Yeah, and like some muscles.
And some muscles.
Yeah, I want to be a little confused
muscles.
about the otters. And be like, maybe I am into pup play.
Oh my god, stop. Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. I'll never fucking tell. I'll never fucking tell
I hope
you.
this doesn't awaken anything in me.
Anyway, William Potter.
Tottem Twatter
William Potter. So, okay, so we know that he's not 66. But like, what else is untrue about him? That's what I'm questioning. Like, is he widowed?
Maybe it's all untrue.
It was all a lie. It was all a lie. It was all a dream.
William Potter. That doesn't even sound like a real person.
It doesn't. And also, the P in Potter, which would be his second name,
Is lowercase.
is lowercase. What if he's a potter? What if he does pottery?
Well, that is how we got our last names. But he probably is.
He probably is. He probably Ghost.
There it is.
The pottery, the famous pottery scene.
So we're agreeing.
We're agreeing.
This Growler profile is a ghost.
Yes, and he is coming up behind his partner every night when his partner works on the pottery.
Yeah,
and just like puts his hands around.
So
it.
he is widowed.
He.
But on the other
he
side,
is the widow. He is the yes. He is the doe. He's the wid. He's the wid. Next, I just appreciated someone named their profile Aegon Targaryen.
That's cute.
It's cute. Next we have Black Rabbit Demon. No description here. I just really appreciated. Just really appreciate it. It's speculation. Black Rabbit Demon.
Donnie Darko.
Ooh, honestly, the first time I saw that movie, I was like 16.
As we all were.
And I was scared shitless of that rabbit. I was. There was something so disturbing about that rabbit.
Do you find that movie to be pretentious now?
Yes.
I don't.
Okay. I mean, I live for Drew Barrymore coming out of that school and screaming, fuck! I still live for that.
We don't live for Drew Barrymore right now.
Not right this second, but that'll change in like a month or two.
But, you know,
people will forget.
Well, that's true.
People will bring it up again in 5 years. They'll be like, y'all acting like Drew Barrymore didn't do this. But, like, you know. But, yeah, no, Donnie Darko.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jake Gyllenhaal. And Maggie. They were both in. Maggie played his sister.
Exactly how does one suck a fuck?
How... Did you see S. Darko, the sequel?
No. Garbage.
It was absolute garbage. Absolute garbage.
And what's her name that played the mom that was so invested in Sparkle Motion is also the sister from Sordid Lives. I love her. And
she's also, okay, this is a deep reference, but if anybody out there is a fan of Malcolm in the Middle, she also plays Dabney's mom in Malcolm in the Middle, and she's this neurotic woman who is like emotionally incesting him. Anyway, she does she's a fantastic actress. She has range. She has range. And then also Patrick Swayze was also in, we made 2 Patrick Swayze references.
Yeah.
Because Patrick Swayze was the ghost.
Yes.
And Patrick Swayze was also the Sparkle Motion pedophile.
Yeah.
In Donnie Darko.
Yeah.
My long story short, my hipster friend back at MSA, the School of the Arts, was like, you've got to watch this film, it's gonna mind fuck you. And then like after I watched it, I was like, it's a time loop. And he was like, what? And I was like, yeah, it's a time loop. Like it's like alternate timelines, like just like breaking through like a time barrier. Like,
yeah, that's correct.
And he was pissed. He was actually angry that I got it. And I was like, I've seen Back to the Future like 5 million times. I know how time travel works in movies.
Yeah.
Anyway, Black Rabbit Demon.
Would you let the Black Rabbit Demon from Donnie Darko fuck you?
Absolutely not. Frank the Rabbit still scares me. Like, imagine like waking up.
I think I would.
So if you woke up and like he was like just standing in the dark corner of your room, and you would be like, get your ass over here. Are you gonna fuck me, or are you just gonna stand there and stare?
Listen, I present often to like my demon that's in the corner when I wake up.
You present like anus, like just complete butthole.
Like I'm like again, like, you know. Stop. Even my demon, like my sleep paralysis demon, is like, fuck this.
So, final note on Black Rabbit Demon. What's that line from Donnie Darko? Don't you feel stupid in that bunny suit? Don't you feel stupid in that man suit? That's what he would say to you as he was fucking you. He's like, I feel stupid in this man suit because he's in you.
That's what I would say as soon as it got in there. I'd be like, don't you feel good in this man suit? Yeah. Just so he can be like, yeah. I'd be like, don't you feel good? And he'd be like, yeah. And I'd be like, in this man suit?
In this man suit?
Fucking hypocrite. Now, are you going to fuck me or not?
No, are you gonna? and then you actually break him mentally, even though he's like actually like a victim of murder. Sorry, I'm spoiling Donnie Darko.
No, he's not a victim of murder. He's the driver.
Oh, that's right, he's the driver.
Yeah, isn't he Seth Rogen?
Is he Seth Rogen? This is not a movie podcast. What are we doing?
This is exactly what we listened to that one, and it turned into it.
It did. You came on here for subterfuge.
I like the pop culture.
I do too. Well, you'll love this next profile.
Okay.
Yogi Bear.
Oh.
Actually, I'm just kidding. I think I did not like this profile. I don't know why. I guess we'll see. It's a book, by the way. So everyone get prepared to like hear a book. It's three screenshots. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's 3 screenshots.
This is a book.
So, we're just gonna skip right to the important stuff, the about me section. So Yogi Bear is 51. He's single, white, 5'8", 180, some hair. So what I do: work on house, yard, bike, run, yoga, gym a few times a week. I like to eat, so got to sweat it off. Cook, kayak, taking rides in my Jeep, brew my own beer. That's cool though. Yeah. I drink homebrew. Like board games, cards, beer, movies, live sports games. Putt passed at 18 years old. She was the best. Okay, you know, so we can stop there because that's like the end of the first screenshot. So like, pretty standard stuff. And then like, putt passed at 18. She was the best. Like, how much did that, like, I mean, obviously we've all had I say we've all, I have always cherished and loved my family pets, and every time they die it is very heartbreaking for me. But maybe not to the point that I would put it on my my dating profile.
Yeah, this feels heavy on like the Nicholas Sparks.
Yeah,
like he's rough and gruff, and the only thing he ever loved was like his pup.
Yeah,
and he's just like a poor pup.
Oh my god.
The pup was a dachshund.
Yeah, no, I mean, so I have pet related trauma. I watched my mom accidentally run over my dog when I was like 14 years old, and he died. But I'm not gonna why would I put that in my dating profile? Why would I?
I mean,
R.I.P. Chico. R.I.P. Chico, 2005 to 2008. Rest in paradise. Inked, 11 so far, and pierced ears. Would like nips pierced and a gooch butt. ... Why butt? Sir, you're a grown man.
Is that how you spell gooch?
No, not at all.
It's Guiche.
So let me read it how it's pronounced. I was gonna say guiche.
Guiche. Like a quiche?
Like a quiche. Would like nips pierced and a guiche, but sir, you're a grown man, and apparently you have your own money. You have enough money to homebrew fucking beer. You can afford to get your fucking taint pierced.
Well, he and Pup were supposed to get their nips pierced at the same time.
At the same time, but he ran out of money because she had so many.
Yeah,
because it's a dog. She had 8. As for my paying job, if I told you, I would have to kill you. Retired military. Oh, I think that's the first time where I was like, where are we going? I don't do well with gay vacations. Okay, and then I was like, okay, yeah. Okay, I figured something like this was coming. I can't sit on the beach nor drink at a bar all day. Do you think that's what all gays do on vacation, sir?
Yeah, you must be confused about what gay vacation is.
That's what I'm saying. Because gaycation is it's just like straight vacation, but like with butt stuff in the end.
Is it?
Depending. It depends on which gays you're vacationing with.
That's true.
Because some of the gays that we know, vacation with them is absolutely buck fucking wild. Like, I couldn't go on I couldn't hang.
I need to go on a liquid diet 3 days before I go on a gay vacation.
Correct.
With some of the people we know.
Correct. And
I cannot have any solids coming.
Correct. And also, like, keep some methadone on hand. And what's the thing?
Yep, I know exactly what you're talking about.
I'm trying to think about it. Like the
Narcan,
and keep the Narcan on hand as well. I would be.
What's in there? And I got Advil, condoms, lube, a Narcan, and an EpiPen,
and that's the thing. So for me, if I was to go on gay vacation with those gays, I would have to be the responsible. Like, I would have to be the responsible one, because I don't do nothing except drink. Like,
yeah.
So I would literally have to like be like, okay, I would have to babysit everybody.
You know who I would be? You know who I would be in that scenario?
Who?
Charlie's Angels, first movie. They're at the Asian spa.
Yes.
Celebrating. They're all done up. A guy is approaching Lucy Liu.
Yes.
And she's just like, he's like, hey. She's like, mm-mm. No. That's.
You're not trying to get fucked by some strange?
No, absolutely not. And nor am I trying to get like fucked like in public.
Well, I mean,
or like on the dance floor.
Well, I think that begs the other question is like, that's another kind of vacation, like Southern Decadence or Folsom Street Fair. Nobody is going to be sitting on the beach or drinking in a bar all day during those events.
That's true.
I don't know. I think this just has a little bit of internalized homophobia to me. That's all I'm saying. Because a gay vacation with me would be like, okay, we're going to go to some bars and have some fun, but we're also going to go to the museums, and we're also going to go see. I like to get to know the locals when I go on vacation. So I like to be like, hey, what do y'all do? Like, what do the locals?
I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean,
what a gay vacation.
What a gay vacation.
Well, you got to get content somewhere.
Getting to know the locals. And I did. If you'd listen to my show, but you won't, and that's okay.
The hocals.
The hocals. The low gals. The down locals.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I did it.
I know, especially when you're in another city, you can really get those down low guys.
Right, because I'm certainly, who am I?
I was like, I'm visiting.
Where'd you come from, Mississippi? Anyway, so
I used to sing that to my nephew.
Really?
We would. That was one of our.
that we both reached for the
I know,
gun.
gosh, yeah. I know. I'm sitting here talking about getting railed, and I'm like, oh, by the way, my sweet little nephew and I used to have this moment.
I can't talk. I don't. I try to avoid talking about.
Yeah, I know.
On the show.
Yeah.
Because like I don't want them. They're gonna be old enough to listen to the show one day. And
Oh my gosh!
You know,
This is the thing why I can't. This show right now is the reason why I can't be a politician.
I can. I don't care. What are they gonna say? What's so wrong?
Mm-hmm.
What's so wrong here?
This is gonna, like, in a few years, this is gonna go across Fox News is how depraved I am, and it's just gonna make Gen Z and below love me more.
Love you even more. Absolutely.
Yes.
But yeah.
Yes.
Turn one nation under one whole land.
Zaddy. Senator.
Oh my God! Stop. So yeah, internalized homophobia here. We're detecting it. I'm detecting it. I don't know about you.
I like it.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up. No.
I mean,
you don't.
that's the whole thing. Is, again, like, I like to make a softie out of, like, someone who I know is kind of like.
Oh well, yeah. Well, you like it as in, well, of course, like, but you don't like the concept of internalized homophobia, like, as a concept.
I don't know. Maybe.
What I'm looking for: no pic, no chat. Simple as that. Not into games. The thing, okay, and here's the thing.
I would have already swiped.
I was
at
gonna
this
say,
point. I would have given this a shot.
Yeah,
But, like, if I have to swipe up a couple of times
Yeah.
to read your thing,
yes.
I'm swiping.
So but also my thing is this is not me hating on him, but like no pic, no chat does not work. They don't read that shit.
No,
They don't read that, and then you're just gonna get extra butt hurt because you're gonna then be like, I said no pic, no chat on my profile.
right? You know, like when you say hey and all they say back is face or pic.
Well, I don't have that problem because I actually have my face on my profile, Brad.
Oh, I don't.
Just so everybody knows,
I'm a headless horseman.
Brad is an out gay man. However, he prefers that his profile.
I'm discreet. I'm discreet.
What are you doing on this show then?
I mean, is anyone around going to listen to it? Oh.
We will have a talk after. Bad boy. No treats for you.
That just makes me more of a brat.
Oh my God, stop. Okay. Anyway, not into games. BS.
Damn, I
flakes,
love a board game.
liars. Pickless profiles. He spells it with a hyphen. Pickless profiles.
Mm-hmm.
Say what you want / mean. I don't get hints, innuendo, or coy comments. I'm a New Yorker by birth. I will chat with anyone. But for a man to pique my interest, oh God. I don't know what it is. Like, of course, I don't mind you, like, stating what you're looking for. But, like, for a man to pique my interest, like, sir, take yourself off that high horse. Anyway.
Mm-hmm.
He must be non-smoker. Takes care of himself. I didn't say a gym god. Well, sir, you got to be more specific because take care of yourself has many different meanings. Many different meanings. I may be a daddy, but I am not your daddy. Nor am I a sugar daddy. Good friends with benefits, and FB. What is FB? Fuck buddy?
Yeah.
Isn't that the same thing as a friend with benefits?
Well, I like to think that friends with benefits is more to it. Like a fuck buddy is like someone
specifically just for fucking.
I get along with.
Yes.
A friend is a friend.
Yeah.
But with benefits.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Like
a nice 401k.
Like a nice 401k, good insurance.
Mm-hmm.
Let's be kind to each other and take care of each other. ENFJ, a New Yorker.
I'm an ENFJ.
Oh my God. I'm also an ENFJ.
Oh.
I'm an ENFJT, which stands for tension. It's a new album by Kylie Minogue.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway.
ENFJ is trying to keep up with the LGBTQ.
Truly.
Just like guys, they can't out acronym us.
They really can. But it really is a thing. ENFJT. That is like Sagittarius, who should never have more than 2 cups of coffee.
See, that right there is enough. Sagittarius.
Just so you were warned, wink. Why? Do you have something against Sagittarians?
Yeah, I don't like them.
Okay. That's all good and well. That's all good
I
and
mean,
well.
I'm kidding. There are a lot of Sagittarii that I like.
Tats, piercing, beards, cowboys, t-shirt and jeans, Leatherman, honesty, 30 plus are all good in my book. Oh my god, that like fits you to a T.
Audience.
I tend to go for the guys in jocks over panties. Well, I mean, sure.
I don't know.
No.
I mean,
one or the other is fine with me. I don't really care what. It's coming off either way. That's what I'm. That's all I'm saying.
no,
it's
babe.
coming off.
Mm-mm.
Also, pulling the panties to the side.
That's
though.
exactly.
I was about to say the jock is great.
It's crazy,
but
right?
also,
who knew that was such a thing
who
in the
knew?
gay community?
Who knew?
Not me. Muscle men wearing like little bitty skirts and
Yes.
thongs. Like,
Yes.
who knew?
Like the little
yeah.
like the little fucking bitches they are. Yeah, you build that body for me, baby.
Ooh, oh man, don't. That's
Yeah, you build that fucking body for me.
When they're like that, I can't take it seriously.
No, no.
You know?
Yeah.
I'd have to be like, yeah, you look like China the wrestler, bitch. Like, you know.
You're the ugly stepsister. I'm gonna make a Cinderella out of you.
Yeah, you look like Princess Fiona after she got with Shrek and turned into an ogre herself.
My God. Would like to find buds to do outdoor stuff with: kayak, camp, bike, and road trips.
He had to explain it. I can understand why.
Yeah, me too.
And he was like, outdoor stuff is one thing.
Right. But like also, you're gonna be cruising too, sir. Don't pretend.
Yeah.
You're gonna stop along the way and be like, what if we like jacked each other's dicks like right now on this hiking trail while nobody's around?
I don't think that's like a overly sexual thing so much as it is like a human thing. Now I don't know if it's just
Kind of like taking a piss.
Yeah, like something about being naked outdoors.
Yeah. I would like dates and sleepovers with single men.
Right.
More into big bro / little bro or bear / cub relationship versus daddy / boy.
Okay.
Okay, so hey big bro.
Hey bro. What's up?
Big bro little bro makes me think of like that one funny porn where it's like, our daddy taught us not to be ashamed of what we got, and then they like pull out their dicks.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
I've never. Will you send me the link?
But yeah, no, that's where I'm like, is that like his fetish? Like like incest? Like I mean, I guess like in a good way, like you're not like actually committing actual incest, but still there's like the psychological thing of it being like, oh my god, you're like my big brother. Or like,
don't say it like that. Don't do that.
Big bro, I got scared.
Like what? Like,
can I sleep in your bed tonight?
See, that's the kind of chaotic evil that I would do. Is like they were like, I like a big bro, little bro thing. I would instantly get a speech impediment.
Oh,
I'd be like,
no.
I'd be like, Bubby, what up? You know,
Stop, God.
right?
Oh,
I would like lean into it so hard that they'd be freaked out.
I mean, yeah, same, honestly, because by that point I'd be like, who did I bring home?
Yeah. I'd somehow or another, you'd blink, and when you turned around and looked at me, I'd be wearing like...
I'd be dressed like Tommy Pickles.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Baby made a cummy.
God, stop. No. What's this white stuff, big bro?
What? Baby hungry.
Oh, God. Now we're getting into ABDL, which is a kink that I'm not going to... We're going to keep asking why. But anyway, going forward... If we are going to meet for sex, one of us is getting bread.
Wonder bread?
No. BRED. Sunflower oven.
Sunflower
oven. I want to make I want to make some daddy porn.
But you just said
you're not someone's daddy.
But you want to make...
What if this is like a pregnancy thing? Like, what if it's an impreg thing? Do you know about impreg? Okay. Yeah. So like, you know, like what if he wants to make someone a dad, or he wants to be a dad?
Well, I think he's barking up the wrong tree.
I mean, but like that's what I'm saying. Like it's the fantasy. Like
Well,
that's the safety of it.
He's given all these mixed signals.
He is. He's vaccinated ×4. You can see these 4 little green check marks. He has he has both of his monkeypox vaccines.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and we're almost done with this book. Okay, we just got like 4 more paragraphs. Okay, are you ready?
I feel like I intimately know this person now.
Insane. What interests me? Yogi, what interests you? I've given up on finding an LTR. Well, some goddamn. So I am here to look at pics and send a woof. I woof a lot. Woof. No, that was woof boy. Speak. Good boy. Oh God. Oh God. I do like to kiss and cuddle. I mean, same. Mm-hmm. I mean, same. Good kissers get priority. Oh, I didn't know this was Southwest Airlines. And I do like to chat. I am no saint, so naked play is in the mix. Well, bitch, nobody on this fucking app is a saint. What are you talking about?
What do you think we're gonna do? What does he think we're gonna do? Not have naked play?
Not have naked play. Like, we're just gonna kiss and cuddle.
What is it? What are we gonna soak?
Well, I mean, honestly, if I could create like a secondary Grindr profile that was just for kissing and cuddling, I might do that. That would be fun. But I would inevitably fuck them. I can't just kiss and cuddle. I have like, I do have to have the final.
Oh no, I can kiss and cuddle.
Oh no,
but I'm so vanilla.
Sure, Jan. Anyway. He's a New Yorker, okay? He's a New Yorker. There's nothing vanilla about him.
Yeah, I can't keep up.
He's not a saint. He's a New Yorker. I can be a power top, take a good pounding as a bottom, and flip with the best of them. BB is the way I play. What is BB?
Bareback.
Oh.
BB gun.
Bareback gun. So you bend over and a gun comes out of your asshole. I am here.
This is where I holster my gun.
This is where I
holster my asshole.
I'm here to put a smile on your face as we roll around naked. Let's put a smile on that face. Anyway,
I don't know if he could.
Well, based on this description, I don't. I feel like he smells specific. Once again, I know that you're not my dad, Yogi Bear. I know that you've said that, but like, we're not going to show the photo, and I don't have the photo on my phone, but I remember the photo, and he looks like he smells like my dad's cologne, and that is not a smell.
Is that like the green bottle polo?
Essentially, it's a green bottle. It's like no, it's like a dark brown bottle, and it smells so spicy and musky. And just like the
oh my god, that reminds me.
It's obnoxious.
I think I fucked your dad.
Was it good?
Oh. All right. Well, thank you so much for having me on.
Are you my dad now? Are you my stepdad now?
God, no. If anything, I will always be baby. Baby.
I like a connection. This is the final paragraph. I like a connection. That can be fun chat before we get naked. Lots of kissing and plenty of body contact. Rim, suck, nips are all part of what I enjoy. And that is how he ended it. Y'all, I'm exhausted. I'm so exhausted on that. Like, that just took everything out of me.
Oh my gosh. I feel like I just was part of like a 10-part like mini series.
Oh, same. It
was a roller coaster for sure.
I just really, and honestly, I'm gonna have to edit. So I have so much editing to do on this one episode, and that's fine. But like,
what if you completely like meet me for like a listening, and I am in like 1 minute,
just one,
the whole
1 minute,
episode,
1 minute. Don't be surprised. Anyway, no, I feel like that was like watching all of the extended editions of The Lord of the Rings in like one sitting, like not even getting up to get food, just like
like I've got like a catheter in,
eyes bleeding, catheter in, diaper on.
Like I took some of that like speed they gave like soldiers to like watch it all, like take it all in,
to take all of it in.
Yeah, so I guess like the question is like, would you fuck him?
No. What about you?
Me either.
That doesn't sound convincing.
It depends. If he's wearing Depends.
I can't do this anymore.
Am I crossing lines?
No. But you're cutting lines. Pass me one. You've met your
I'm
match.
so wet right now.
I'm so wet right now.
Baby, that's shit.
Baby. Honey, that shit.
That's shit.
That shit. So we're gonna cleanse our palates.
Mm.
Bottom for BBC, which BBC stands for Big Black.
Beautiful. Oh, it stands for black?
Big Black Cock.
Wow.
Did you not?
Oh, wow. That
Yeah.
makes sense.
Did you think it was like Big Beautiful Children?
Big, beautiful cummies.
Big Beautiful Cummies. Big Beautiful Cummy Wummies.
Oh.
BBCW. Yeah, you didn't know. You didn't know, but now you know. So 30 years old, married, white, 6 foot, 300 pounds, some hair. I am discreet. I'm into jocks, muscle, leather, transgender, discreet. They're kind of running the gambit here.
Yeah.
They kind of are. I'm open to random play and NSA, which stands for no strings attached. Pronouns and gender identity, he, him, non-binary. Cool. My sex preferences and safety practices, condoms. Condoms. You practice safely, you don't waste a drop in that hole.
Shut your mouth.
Don't waste a fucking drop. The best
Oh my
part,
gosh.
waking up. What I do, had my first anal fuck, was great, looking to have more big 10-inch rich dick. So that's my thing, more big 10-inch rich dick. First of all, if I say that 3 times, am I summoning something? 10-inch rich dick, 10-inch rich dick, 10-inch rich dick, 10-inch rich dick.
The answer to that is no.
No. But what is an 10-inch rich dick? Is it 10 inches? 8 inches?
Is it rich like money or rich like decadent?
I hope it's decadent. So, like, was this recently? This sounds like it was recent, right? Like,
yeah.
I just, like, got fucked in the ass and here I am. And I want something bigger.
And that all sounds like all I've ever done is watch porn.
Correct. Because, like, if you've just taken your first dick and now you're automatically like, I want something bigger, like 8 to 10 inches. Like,
Yeah.
no, you don't.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you know, I have a saying. If it's more than a mouthful, it's a pain in my ass. And that's the truth.
It's the goddamn truth.
Let me tell you right now, like, looks great, practical, no. It's like a nice, like, speedy little car.
Yes.
If someone's like, look at this cool Corvette I got. I was like, sir, you have a family of 5.
Literally.
Like, what are you doing?
What are you doing? Completely impractical.
Completely impractical. Anything over, like, 7... Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, some of us got shallow
puckers.
in the shallow.
What I'm looking for, sex or threesome fun. Well, honey, are you trying to put 2 dicks in there now?
And he's like straight to DP.
I was going to say, my thing is like, sir, you got to walk before you can run.
Especially in this
sense. You're going to get the runs if you're not careful. What interests me, clean shaved or clean only big dicks. Which is just like, well,
he might as well just be like, big dicks, big dicks, big dicks, big dicks.
Big dicks. He's gooning.
Yeah.
He's gooning. All he's thinking about is big cock.
Big
old
gooning
cock.
for sure.
So, yeah, bottom for BBC, baby. Practice makes perfect. Start small, work your way up. Please, for the love of Christ. You're gonna tear something, and you're married. Your wife is gonna notice whenever she's washing your whitey tighties and there's blood and shit all over them. She's gonna notice.
And if she doesn't, because it's a regular thing, then we've got bigger problems.
We have
than
much bigger
you trying to
problems.
catch a BBC.
Right. Please stop eating at Chipotle.
Yes.
Please. If that's the case, please stop eating at Chipotle. If that's what you consider an enema, honey.
He's like, gotta stop in and get a mega bowl. Like.
Right. Just like, that'll clean me right out. Next, we just have a simple profile. He's 22 years old. His name, Mr. 4-inch.
And some people are into that.
But the thing is, like, here's the thing. We've been so desensitized by porn.
Have we? We have.
We have, because, like, I don't know. I've seen a girthy 4 inches that was very nice. I've played with a girthy 4 inches that's actually very nice.
Yeah.
Like, okay, if we're talking 3, then it's like, okay, that's like a little, it's like a little, you know, but like,
I would never, like, penis shame.
Oh, absolutely
someone.
not. Yeah.
Like, I'll make anything work.
Yeah, same. Well,
I'll actually penis shame, like, big dicks. Again, because I'm the chaotic.
Because you are the one, yeah. But my thing is, like, you know, my former straight coworkers, because they ain't my friends, but, you know, I did steal something from them, which is 2 inches hurts like hell going 90 miles an hour. I mean, that's the thing. Size matters not. Size matters not, but I love that you're wearing it with a badge of honor, and I just love that it's Mr. 4-inch, because, like, come on, honey. There you go. And also, honestly, like...
that, he deserves respect. It's not just 4-inch.
And the thing is, like,
that's Mr. 4-inch.
That's Mr. 4-inch to you.
Daddy.
No, please call me 4-inch. Mr. 4-inch is my father. No, you know, we have a tendency in the community to shame dudes for having smaller penises.
That's internalized homophobia.
That is, but also...
Or like internalized issues with...
Yes, it's body... Yeah, it's internalized body image issues. But second of all, we don't ever shame anyone for having a loose butthole.
Ooh.
That's the thing.
Ooh,
that's the thing.
You crazy.
You can't control the size of your penis, but you can control the elasticity of your butthole.
So are you saying we should shame people more?
I'm not saying that we necessarily should shame people more, but like, have you ever fucked a loose butthole? Have you ever fucked a butthole where you just couldn't get any traction?
Oh.
Like no friction.
Yeah, there has been a few where I've been like, that was way too easy to get in there.
Yeah, and like it hampers the experience because they are getting all of the enjoyment. They are, because they are.
No, I believe you, and I think but I think the reason it hampers the experience for me is more or less because there's like a carefulness that needs to go with insertion.
Yes.
And it's a moment that's kind of suspended in time.
Yes.
Until that final last.
Yes.
You know.
Yes. And that is like, it's dampered. Like, you don't get the friction. Like, you don't get the part that you're supposed to enjoy. Like, what's the point of sticking your dick in something if you're not gonna like?
If it doesn't clamp down on you a little bit.
It doesn't clamp down on just a little bit. Just a little bit. Not too hard. Next, we have D. Grayson.
Like Dick Grayson?
Like Dick Grayson. I was about to say, for any Batman fans out there, like Dick Grayson. 60 years old.
Chris O'Donnell. Sorry.
Chris O'Donnell.
Back to movies.
But also back to like who? Early crushes? Chris O'Donnell. Chris O-fucking-Donnell as Robin. Fuck me right here, right now. I don't have plastic lips. I want to feel those lips.
Oh my gosh.
Like... Dick Grayson is 60 years old. He's single. He's white, 5'11", 175, some hair. I am daddy, guy next door. I'm into twinks. I'm open to friendship, relationships, random play, NSA/dates. My sex preferences and safety practices. Top fetish and condoms. So when I see fetish, I'm like, they really need to have like they need to specify, like they need to have like a button that you can press that's like, these are my fetishes. What I do, carpenter. Okay, so he works with wood.
Right.
He works with wood. He works with hands.
He's a carpenter.
He works with wood and a saw. Rough hands.
Calluses.
He knows how to nail you.
Ripped skin.
Carpenter just like Jesus. And Joseph, who is not technically Jesus' dad.
Carpenter like Karen.
He's
emaciated.
Well, he's like John Carpenter.
Like horror.
I want to see the thing. Yeah. I want to feel the fog.
Oh wow.
Actually, take that back. That could imply like farting. We don't want that. We don't want that from you, Dick Grayson. Anyway, what I'm looking for: a father-son relationship.
We know who he does not need to talk to.
Correct. Also interested in talking to others who also have and desire for this type of lifestyle.
Okay.
And then he put capital T-E with 2 slashes on the side. Also, ironic that he's Dick Grayson and he's looking for a father. Is he looking to be the son? Is he looking to be the young ward to Batman? What interests me? Theater, travel, movies, and books. As to what type of guy I'm looking for, lean, smooth, and younger than myself. Okay, so he's looking for a son.
Yeah.
Lean, smooth, and younger than myself. It does not take a lot to be younger than you, Dick Grayson. Oh, wow. I just said, oh, fuck. That sounded really mean. But when I see lean, smooth, and younger, all I can think about is like, you know, like prepubescent.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I can think about is prepubescent, and I don't like that. The next profile is by play. B-I, play.
Mm-hmm.
50 years old, married, white, 5'10", 155 pounds, some hair. So they're a bottom. They prefer condoms. They're looking for random play and NSA. They're into bears, jocks, daddies, bisexual, and guys next door. What I do, work. What I'm looking for. Oh, fuck. You see, that's the thing. Like, I see these profiles and I take pictures of them and then I don't look at them for like 2 weeks at a time. And then like I come back and I'm like, oh, fuck. That's why I screenshotted this. Roleplay rape scene.
Oh my gosh.
But he spelled rape, R-A-P-P-E, rappy. Roleplay rappy scene. Help me tie her.
What?
And make her suck us.
No.
I'm the only one who fucks her rule.
Oh my god.
Looking for respectful gay / bi top for me who sucks me. We eat her, then I fuck her while she sucks you, then maybe you fuck me and finish. What interests me? Racing. So there's a lot wrong with this. There's a lot wrong with this. So, non-con, not cool. We don't like trauma being a fetish.
Yeah, no, I've talked about this before. There's a thin line between, like, you know, because it was like, it's kind of in fashion for like people are like, choke me daddy,
right?
You know, and there's a thin line between like a little like that and like a little struggle.
Correct.
And like roughness. I always say like,
yes.
I'm not into pain, but I don't mind a little roughness, you know, like, but this sort of like
this, yes.
This is like, help me tie her up and make her suck us. Like, no.
I think that's the biggest thing that's wrong with this. Like, overall, let's just say, like, that's not cool, dude. That's not cool. But the second thing that I think is kind of wrong with this, I'm the only one who fucks her rule. Okay, fine. I mean, like, whatever. Y'all are in a married relationship. Like, you make that determination. However, looking for a respectful gay / bi top for me who sucks me, we eat her, then I fuck her while she sucks you, then maybe you fuck me and finish. So for a bisexual person, that's fine, because they're attracted to both sexes.
Right.
But for a gay man, big problem. Big problem. I have not met any, I mean, of course, it's, ladies and gentlemen and gentle thems, guys, gals, non-binary pals, sexuality is a spectrum. Sure. What? Sexuality is a spectrum. However, most men who identify as gay are not going to eat your wife's pussy.
Well, the opposite side of that is there are a lot of men who identify as straight but will eat my pussy.
But your pussy is so wet all the time, and
baby, that's shit.
It's chocolate.
If it's not that, I promise you it's a hemorrhoid suppository.
A hemorrhoid. Is it cherry flavored?
A cherry flavored hemorrhoid.
Because it looks like a dark red cherry.
Some cherry filling back there. Baby, that's blood and some thick hemorrhoid cream.
Preparation H. Preparation H.
I'm already prepped up for you, babe.
My God. I take preparation H.
If that isn't a gay man's like commercial, like whip my head around, I take Preparation H.
Oh my god. Wow.
So this episode sponsored by Preparation H.
I always, God, we're divulging, but like, I always like, or diverting, where I always flash back to that commercial, of that Preparation H commercial, where it's that big dude trying to ride a bicycle, and he's just like, ooh, like trying to ride a bicycle because his hemorrhoids are so fucking bad.
Also, this happens to me every once in a while. Do you ever do a little swipe and there's like
a hidden blood, a hint of blood?
No, like a little outdoor visitor, like a little hemorrhoid.
Not lately.
Okay, good.
It used to.
I'm talking about on other guys.
On other guys. Oh, you know, typically I don't do a swipe test. I do a smell test.
Oh,
but I do it like very discreetly. Like I like kiss down like the small of their back, and then I'm just like kind of like do like a quick flyover. Like I'm not going to put my nose right up against it, but I'm going to do a quick flyover because that's all it really takes if there's going to be a smell. And then of course I'll play with a finger, you know, like rub it in, and then like I'll do like a, you know. Yeah. Anyway, by play, Brad and I are going to pass on your fantasy, and I hope, a pass. I hope many other people pass on your fantasy as well. I hope
it's a pass for me.
I hope you and your wife can like figure out a way to like make this work without incriminating somebody else.
And it's just my personal preference. I don't care for a soprano moaning. Yes. And I've heard this somewhere, and I agree. A guy gagging just sounds better.
Truly. Truly. So these are all of the screenshots that I have from the apps. To close this out, I just wanna do a little bit of riffing. Okay. On a post that I did not approve for the Grindr Tales Facebook group, and then I also want to do some commentary on a post that I ended up deleting on the Grindr Tales Facebook group.
Okay, let's go.
So we're gonna start off. So I'm not going to name any names, you know, because like privacy.
Yeah, we don't do that.
But this post says, "Why girl profile allowed in Grindr, or why straight people using Grindr and ask for women to fuck?" So I mean, I declined that post, just because like it's so hilarious to read as an American who English is my first language. I'm very privileged in knowing all of the things, how hilarious that reads. Hilarious. But also, I've not come across a Grindr profile that is straight people using Grindr to ask for women.
I've come across
straight girl profiles looking for gay friends. Or like
I've come across a welder.
Okay.
He was all his pictures were nothing but his different welds. And it was like welder. He was like something, trying all platforms. And I was like, respectfully.
Respect, you know, mad respect, but also like, sorry.
Yeah, he was a good welder.
Yeah.
If I needed some welding done.
Do you think you need him to weld that fucking wide hole shut?
Weld my fucking hole shut.
Yeah, weld that fucking hole shut.
No one can get it but you, Daddy. Oh my God. Cummies.
That's the sound of the weld. That's the sound of the welding torch. Like, oh my God. Oh, how are my pups gonna get out?
Oh my God.
You nodded me.
Oh my God. It's gonna be the first thing comments under this is gonna be like, you guys don't kink shame.
Oh my God. Well, we're having fun, aren't we?
Yeah, like we don't.
Like that's my thing. I'm not really shaming. I'm just having fun living in a comedic form. Of that,
I mean, I shame my own stuff. I'm very vanilla.
Oh God.
I'm very vanilla.
Yeah, like vanilla bean, like extremely.
What about guys calling their holes a pussy? What about guys calling their dicks clitties?
Oh, I can't get behind that. Let me rephrase that. Fine for some people, but for me, no. Yeah, like I don't mind. It's not for me because like
it really just falls into like the decadent taboo section of all of it. You know,
I once had a guy because I was Quite frankly, I really wasn't feeling it.
Mm-hmm.
I really wasn't feeling it. But I was like, well, he really wants to get me off. And so, like, we were just, like, trying things and just, like...
And he was flicking his bean?
Well, no. He was jacking me at one point, and he was like, yeah, you like it when I jack this fat little clitty.
Oh, my God.
And
disgusting.
I immediately was like... You can take your hand off me now. You can take your hand off me now.
I'd be into it and I'd be like, yeah, call me China the Wrestler.
My God. Oh my God.
I think I've realized I got like a China the Wrestler.
You obviously do. You want her to smash your head between those big thighs.
R.I.P.
My God, truly. But or I could have responded like, I don't know why it's so fucking swollen. I think it's infected.
Oh my God.
Oh, it's so big and red and swollen.
It's gonna rupture.
Clitty. Oh fuck. But also calling your asshole a pussy. Once again, I think it's meant it's for a specific audience. It's for a specific audience because there are some dudes that are like, yeah, like this is my pussy.
Yeah, I don't care for it. I think if a guy ever did that again, I'd be like, yeah, fuck this yeast infection.
My
pussy.
God, right? Like, yeah, oh my God, yeah, get in my labia majora and minora. Oh my God, oh fuck,
my labia Minerva.
Oh my God, my folds. Oh my folds.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, no. I think also like
punch my mons pubis.
My mons pubis. I think like yeah, no, it's not. I think also bussy. Like,
yeah.
I don't. Well, that's the thing. I legitimately. I had a friend tell me like I got so turned off the other day because this dude asked me to fuck his bussy, and I was like, that's just a joke word. And he was like, no, he was being very serious, and I was like, oh yeah, no, that's not. That's a comedy word, honey. That's a comedy word. That's like if someone was sliding their tongue up my taint, and I was like, yeah, fuck my chuckle.
Okay, we're done.
My fleshy front bitch.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you want this trundle?
My gooche. What was it?
My gweech. My gweech. My gweech. Oh, my fucking gweech. Stop. Well, you know, it was really great having you here.
Thank you so much.
Like, honestly,
yeah.
like always good talking to you. Now
are you gonna let me out of these cuffs now?
Not until I'm done with you.
Okay.
The podcast is only the beginning.
Great. Again, Brad, how many times are you going to get yourself into these sort of situations?
Yeah, I know.
I always end up at a captor's house.
But I'm the one that's been setting them up this whole time.
Oh my gosh.
They're all my friends.
Multiple captors, multiple levels, and you're the big bad?
Absolutely, yeah. We're part of an organization called Captors Anonymous. Yeah, CA. Anyway,
is there a sign-off, like, saying or song that we do here?
So, I usually say something along the lines of, you're all loved, you're all worthy, and I will see you next time right here on Grindr Tales.
Okay, so let me do mine.
Okay.
You're all beautiful in your own special way. He's giving me the worst eyes. I am problematic.
But well, you are the penis flytrap. You bring it full circle. You are the penis flytrap. If I'm a villain too, though, you said I'm a villain. What's my name? What's my villain name?
Well, don't you feel like your drag name is kind of like your villain name?
Calamity?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that's right. Isn't that what does that mean?
I mean, yeah. Calamity.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I am calamitous. I'm calamitous too, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Chlamydia.
I was picking up what you were putting out there.
You were smelling what I was stepping in. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I get it. Well, thank you so much for having me.
Oh my God, of course.
I've got to go change this diaper I'm wearing though, for real.
I'll change it. You're chained up right now. No need to,
Thanks.
Of course.
It's a blowout. I shit up my back.
You blew ass.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well.
I hope you have some Desitin cream.
Oh, I don't.
Some Boudreaux's butt paste.
Oh, I don't. We're just gonna...
Preparation H.
We're just gonna pour some alcohol down there and hope for the best.
Soak it in a tampon.
Oh, I'm not talking about that kind of alcohol, baby.
Damn.
I'm talking about the rubbing kind.
Rubbing.
Because I want to rub on you.
I have a rubbing alcohol fetish.
Good. You like the sting?
Love the sting.
I want you to know if there's any smegma down there. If there's any.
No. All right.
All right. Well, we lost. We lost it. I think this is it. We're hitting the 3 hour and 15 mark now.
Yeah, we've lost our minds.
We're delirious.
Thanks for letting me come on Grindr Tales. Oh, woohoo.
It's been really wonderful having you, and I hope that this is not the last time that you grace the Grindr Tale Lab. Okay. Well, anyway, everybody. Brad, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Everybody, thank you for tuning in once again.
We appreciate, and hit the like and subscribe button. I've always wanted to say that.
Of course, hit that bell notification icon. Be sure to leave us a review.
Maybe not this.
Maybe not this particular one.
But leave Grindr Tales a review for the other ones.
This is gonna take me like a year to edit. This is like a whole like feature length film.
Well,
this is like a Chris Nolan film.
Well, I mean, you have a star.
I am the star. Okay. Okay, with that, thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in to yet another episode of Grindr Tales. You are all loved, you are all beautiful, you are all worthy, and I will see you next time right here on Grindr Tales. Thanks for tuning in to yet another episode of Grindr Tales. If you enjoy the show, you can help me out by rating, reviewing, and subscribing on your favorite podcast platform. If you're on YouTube, you can smash that like button and hit the bell notification icon. If you want to keep up with all my slutty shenanigans on social media, you can follow the Grindr Tales Facebook group or at Grindr Tales Pod on Instagram. Slide in my DMs if you're bad. Now, if DMs aren't your thing, you can always send me fan mail or hate mail to grindrtales@gmail.com. Thank you once again. You are all beautiful, you are all worthy, and I will see you next time right here on Grindr Tales.